Great God's War Call. In the order of Discord, as it normally is, been for several months.
Is that me?
Yeah.
You say several months.
Yeah.
We played once.
To be fair, yeah, he hasn't been here.
I'm Ira. Hello.
Nailed it. Jacqueline Ashriver, at your service, who actually did a puzzle. I did it.
Did a puzzle.
The episode
You brute brute
Charmin,
puzzle.
Ryder Hopkins, that's actually here for the intro this time.
Rex Service here.
Insert obscenity said by writer here, Felix.
Oh.
That was the
Go,
second.
Gopher.
Go for it.
And I'm a DM.
And I-
Welcome
The
one
to
man I was hoping
Visceral
for a reaction
Adventures, where the players make plans and horribly execute them, or don't plan and headbutt a wall for several hours.
Writer.
I was giving reference to Jacqueline, but
Hey, I did the thing, and
by
no one died.
headbutting it.
No,
Fair
I had
point.
no
That's
help. I
actually
just
much
did
better
it. That's what
description.
happens. Blame the two people who actually play puzzle games, not me.
All right. Well, when we were playing just a few hours ago, what happened last time? The group had traveled a little bit further into the Tomb of the Four, coming into the chasm-like room with a massive vein of some kind of ore that glows with light and is yellowish. Some would call it similar to gold piece coins, but you never know. And then also finding bodies of skeletal remains that have had gold almost implantations to them. The group then followed into a different room that seemed to be apparently a dead end under initial thought. Traveling into it, saw several skeletal bodies trapped behind prison-like cells, except these cells had no doors. Across from the room, there was 6 holes that were embedded into the wall that were about 3 inches in diameter and only went in about 6 inches. So they were not very deep, and Jacqueline had the understanding of putting coins into the yellow-rimmed endings of them, which ultimately was not the purpose of them, was to initiate activation by just putting your hand through them. Nevertheless, ultimately you were putting your hand through them to put the coin there anyways, so it all ended up being the same thing. Some were correct in the process of order that these were going in, and gates were closing. Or rather opening, I suppose. The gates would just shrink down into the ground through trapdoor mechanisms. And then some were incorrectly put in, which would turn off one of the 4 blue crystals. Not realizing that there was a pattern to it, Jacqueline just continued to then put more coins into different slots in a clockwise format, which some were correct, some were wrong, and majority of them were wrong, ultimately resulting in the entire room turning into a pale blue hue as all the 4 remaining crystals turned off. The door that they came from closed shut, leaving only 3 people inside the room as Jacqueline, Rex, and Gopher, who was able to just dive into it at the last second. From the outside, everyone did nothing. Felix had a plan that ultimately didn't need to happen because eventually the puzzle was solved. They were attacked by skeletons that seemed to have been regenerating and putting themselves back together. But through the sheer power of rude force and just blunt...
Persistence.
Persistence is an excellent word for it. Jacqueline solved the puzzle, opened up a door that led into a chilly catacomb room that had a sarcophagus covered in ice. Before anyone walked in, Jacqueline pelted it with firebolts. And they walked in,
The
opened
only
it up.
person who seemed to do anything.
They went into the room, opened it up, and there was a woman that had possibly been deceased since the tomb's creation, although they looked just freshly deceased. There was no blemishes and no rot or decay. around their neck was a brooch that had a red gemstone in the center with a blue ring circling across it. Ryder took it off the neck. Immediately after removing it from the body, everything around them started to melt. I mean, the ice started to melt, not the fucking room. And before attuning to it, Felix brought up, let's identify it. So now they're going to take a short rest because a lot of people are fucked up, i.e. Gopher, who was fucked up.
Gopher's not that fucked up anymore.
Not anymore. You healed him for 24 hit points, but he was fucked up. He may have had only 14 left. So
Yeah. I
And
may
that's-
have got him back up to health.
and that's
To
where
half.
we are coming back to it now.
So
You're resting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how are you guys taking your short rest? You guys just hanging out in this catacomb room?
I mean, I'm gonna start mine by ritual casting Identify.
Fair enough. Okay. Fucking Jordan turned green for a second there.
He's been possessed. Kill him.
He touched the fucking amulet or the brooch. But is anyone keeping watch? Anybody doing anything? Anybody going into other places? Or are you
Talking to the lady in the sarcophagus.
right? Okay. She's not very responsive. You tell her deepest, darkest secrets, and you have the feeling that she will not be telling anyone.
The secret to getting out of this cave is.
I just the only reason I did that is because I just like the picture of just Jacqueline after like shooting the sarcophagus, just going up and be like, "Hey, how's it going? Been here long?"
Been here long.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, fine. Be rude. Don't respond. I
Damn, why so cold?
Just shut up. It's not cold anymore.
I'm gonna do some communing.
Okay. Just some
Ooh.
relaxed communing.
I
Sure.
guess I'll just keep watch over here. And
Keep watch over your
Hallway
flocks at
between-
night.
yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, with that being said, nothing seems to happen for the hour. So, those of you that would like to can use hit dice to heal up. You do restore from a short rest and get back what you have lost for certain things. Mainly Ira and Felix, because they're the only ones that get shit back on a short rest.
My one spell slot. Hooray. Did I use anything else?
No, I basically had you do nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did literally nothing the whole time. You're like, I do Ira things.
Yep.
Still more
What
than
does that mean?
fucking Ryder, though.
I mean, I
Rider
stabbed, I
game.
stabbed the wall with my rapier.
He stabbed the wall.
I figured with level 2 spells, you didn't have shit to do anything to that wall that was closed. So it was like... I also didn't have your spell list, so I wasn't sure.
I mean, I got nothing that would do anything to a wall.
There we
I could heal
go.
it.
You could heal it from the damage from the rapier. Got it.
I was the only one who had anything to do anything to the wall.
I mean, Ryder could have teleported through it if he didn't burn his
I don't-
teleportation with Dimension
I
Door.
could have, yeah.
Yeah.
I could have.
Can I deafen a wall?
Sure
Can I
can.
blind a wall?
Possibly.
You
Anyway,
shatter a wall.
identifying this, I'm just going to say this because
Shattered.
you would be able to identify and then possibly attune it in the same short rest if you so desired. When you identify it, this is an amulet of nigh invulnerability. When worn, your AC raises by 1, and your saving throws are raised by 1 as well. While attuned to it, you can use your reaction to take resistance from the next attack made against you From the next time you suffer damage, you can use your reaction to gain resistance to that damage. When used in this way, you cannot do so again for 24 hours.
Okay, there it is. Fancy.
And there's no secret, ulterior
Nope.
motive to this, no?
What is it called, Tila?
The
Well, I mean,
Amulet of Nigh Invulnerability.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, other than it was used to preserve this person.
That would be the issue I have with it.
It is still cold to the touch as well.
So, Ryder, you gonna wear it?
If the DM can remind me if I was attuned to 3 things already, I honestly
Yes.
You're attuned
Fine,
to your
the DOS flute,
DOS
the ring.
flute, the ring.
The-
Uh,
That's all I can remember.
Don't
Or was it?
He has a-
Is it on my other page?
the he has the cloak that gives him 1 AC.
Cloak of Evasion. Did you have that, or did somebody else have that?
We had 2.
I don't think we had 2 of them. We had the Ring of Protection, and then we had the Cloak of Protection.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
that's
think I.
how we did it.
Okay.
Yeah, you have the cloak, and Rex
I
has
thought-
the ring.
No, I have the cloak. He has the ring.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, you'd have to
Yeah.
attune to both of them. So
Yeah,
So I'm only attuned to 2 of the things.
if you have the Ring of Protection, as well as the Ring of
Oh, I don't have the ring of protection.
oh.
I thought it was Zacchaeus that had that.
Well, no, Zacchaeus had that other ring that gave you the
He had
thing when you were
both.
close to.
He had
He had both.
The,
Yeah.
the diamond ring and the ring
Yeah.
of protection. Though I don't know where
Yeah.
the other one ended up.
Yeah, I don't know what anybody else did with the Ring of Protection.
It's 6 feet under with,
Yeah, it doesn't
guessing.
seem like I have
I
it.
mean, I
Unless it
assume
was like
somebody
the.
took it.
I'll take.
Weird. Ira just has a
Unless
Ring
the
of
deck of
Protection.
many face. Unless the deck of
Uh,
many faces was a tune thing.
No, it's not.
A tune.
no,
Then. No?
because you definitely had 3.
Maybe it was taken when.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, one of the stolen items.
Regardless, if you only have 2, then this will be your 3rd one if you have it on.
Yeah. Anyone okay with that? Everyone okay with that? I asked.
If you die,
you
I'll
wanna
take your
leave-
corpse. That's fine.
as long as you don't have any predetermined notions of keeping it, then yes.
I mean, yeah, I don't. We have to get this back right away, so.
Well, I would say we should return it to here. Because it was obviously being used to preserve the body.
We were sent here to get any treasure out of the tomb, not keep it in, weren't we?
We were
And
just
since
sent to
this is a
clear it,
room-
I think, weren't we?
You are sent to
And since-
clear
Yeah.
the curse that's here.
Yeah,
Or
we
whatever
aren't.
plagues it.
It is not our job to take anything out, and I would think they'd like, this preserved body as preserved as it can be.
This thing isn't also ours to take. It belongs to them.
Like I said before, we should leave it over there with the dead body before. So
Do whatever you think is best, Ryder. Just know that if you end up in prison, I am leaving.
Yeah, true.
And that was Ira's game. I have no purpose here anymore. Ryder is gone.
He's in prison. I guess I'm moving on.
yeah, all right. You need
Bye.
a power for traveling. I'll travel with you.
But what's the plan? Because I'm just saying, because you would have to attune to it now if you were to.
Yeah.
Because you're taking your short rest now.
Why does it keep doing that?
Doing what?
Doing what?
Doing what?
Whenever I try to group my fairy me in together throws us off the squares for some reason.
Because you're not doing it right.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, weird. I mean, it's fine. In reality, it's the same. We know where you are. You're 95% of on the right square, so.
Alright, we'll leave it here then. And once
Oh,
we head
no.
back, we could tell them about this room and how to get into it. They want to take it back themselves. Well, again, like you guys said, leave it here for preserving the body.
I have no arguments.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'll take back the brooch and put it back on the body.
Okay. The moment you wrap it back around the neck, you can see the ice that's coalesced around immediately just freezes back over.
And there it is. I feel like that would happen to you. Maybe not the best idea to wear it.
Encased in a block of ice. Well, alright. What is done is done. Let's finish resting it up and head the other way.
Alright. At the end of your short rest, I need Felix and Gopher to make wisdom saving throws.
Go for. Oh, Teeler.
Yeah.
By the time we leave, I want to ritual cast another detect magic.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Is that okay?
I got a 17.
Okay. Felix? Or, Gopher?
I got
I'm
You
it.
making a second one, you jerk?
No, sorry. 11, you said?
Yeah.
Gopher's dead.
Are you cursed again?
We're
Maybe.
fine. Don't worry about it.
What's happening? I've been away for like 3 hours.
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna worry about it.
Were you messaging them and
Yeah.
stuff?
Sure am.
Well then, damn. You never message me like that anymore.
It's because I don't have
Can
to.
we make it over to the other passage?
Yeah, you would be able to easily make it over to the other passage. There's nothing harboring your way or anything like that, so.
It's barring your way.
Barring, you're right. Inanimate object from the chair. Alright. So, when you get over there,
Over there.
there is a room with a deep center hole in the center of it.
A ring.
I'll move Jacqueline over there for her. And I'll move Gopher over there for him.
Oh my god.
Everyone's gone.
Do it.
Do it.
For some reason I can't find Gopher. There he is.
He's already over here.
No, I know. I meant in my messages.
Go for.
Gone. Is he back?
Were you going to say gone, gone, gone for?
Gopher, do
I
you
was.
roll a DF?
DF.
Yeah, he tried to fudge a roll.
All right.
I don't even know how that works. Anyways, when you enter into this room, you can only see the round circular passage directly in front of you that delves down about 30 feet, and then at the 30 feet mark, you can see there's a ring of water. The water is murky, dark, and you cannot see beyond it. All right, Ryder dives in.
Finally, he's dead.
Wait, how deep is it?
Someone said dive in.
It's 30 feet down, and then there's the ring of water. So it could go down deeper than that. You just can't see that.
Who's got that rope?
I mean, all of you pretty much have
Hey,
rope.
Hey Felix, can you
Actually, no.
Can you-
I didn't replenish my rope.
All right, well then most of you have rope. Ira probably has rope
Hey,
because
Fel-
she's a new character.
Of course.
I'm gonna put my hand once again on Rex's shoulder and be like, going blind and deafened again.
Okay, I was about to
I'm
ask that. I
taking
was
the
like, can you
ferry
fairies
down
swim?
there.
How about
They
before
still have
he
to
does that-
breathe, don't they?
No. It's just a fairy.
It's a, I say fairy, it's a sprite, exactly.
Well, yeah, the sprite still
Yeah,
has
the
to
better
breathe.
question is, it's a familiar.
They still breathe.
I mean, technically, wouldn't Felix suffocate? Not this.
That's
No,
familiarist.
that's not how the spell works. The familiar actually has their own pool of hit points,
Yeah.
and when they get fucked up, they just dispel. You have to recast and bring them back. Fine, familiar. Let's see here. Don't know how to spell. Passed it.
It specifies as a spirit
Spirit.
that takes the form of.
A spirit.
I'm gonna say that it still has the requirements to breathe, so it can hold its breath equal to 60 seconds plus its Constitution modifier. He said it's a sprite.
Yeah.
What's the sprite's Constitution score?
Probably
God.
0.
It's 0. Okay,
Yeah,
so it can
it's
hold its breath for
sprite.
60 seconds before starting to suffocate.
Poof.
Oh my buck! My
But
turkey sandwich near.
when you send it in, it has a movement speed of half of its
40 feet.
Well, right, but underwater your movement speed is halved unless you have a swimming speed.
Do you?
I do.
Yeah, it's not going in the water yet.
Oh, okay. I mean, if it goes above the water, you can
It
definitely
can't
see-
reach the water.
Yeah, it can definitely
reach
reach
the
the
water.
water. I thought you were sending it
Yeah.
all the way down. That's what I thought I heard.
Down all the way to the bottom, I'm sending it in. If anything's happening, it only gets 40 feet of movement.
Okay. Yeah, from that point, no, nothing happens. It gets to the top of the water, and it's
It's a
dark
big
and
fish.
murky. Nothing seems to.
I can't see anything with the light.
You can see that. You casted the spell light on it, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
got a nice little moat.
Okay, so it can see.
A moat with a moat.
You can see 15 feet down.
It's just down still.
It's still a little down.
I have an idea.
I do as well.
Push him into the hole.
Yeah, you can't feel this, right?
Thanks for the
I
other
can
idea.
still feel I'm just blind and deaf.
That wasn't my idea, but that's a good one, Calvin. I like that. Just
Would I recognize a hole like this to have any religious symbology?
Make a religion check.
Uh, 23.
Let me get my binoculars.
My little
coming there.
binoculars. Gotta really search on the sheet.
Holes like this, especially in tombs, would resemble a cleanse. Typically, though, they're up to the brim. It could be that because of the many years that this has been down here, that it either leaked out from somewhere else or through age, it just began to flatten out and lessen. The specifics aren't necessarily too sure. The purpose of them is to cleanse, but then they also were used before as channels to interlink to specific sources to be able to then allow for this flow of water to travel to symbolically cleanse the duration of where it traveled through.
I meta beam this to everybody.
No, don't say it.
He's gonna.
Still loud as ever.
It's not that loud. It's not that loud.
A little allowed.
What? That is like 50% volume on me. Not even. It's at 20% volume.
It's mainly the
be a
quality of the
path
sound
forward.
that causes the problem.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair.
It's the only time I will do that because that's the only time it will actually be funny.
So, that's what
Ooh,
you gather
funny.
from your religion check. So, based off of that,
Might
you
be a
can.
path forward.
Yeah, you have a
Might
feeling.
also lead to our death.
That is a good chance too, and I don't think there's another path that we can take to continue besides maybe
There's that
this.
cracked path though in the back. The one we have to squeeze through.
No. Tyler,
Hmm.
are there any like loose pebbles or anything?
Yeah.
I think you and me may have the same idea.
Yeah, there's plenty
Um,
of loose pebbles and stuff.
And does like if I were to cast light on a pebble and throw it, would the light like continue with the pebble?
Yeah. The difficulty
Okay.
is that normally light can travel out 30 feet and an additional 30 feet. The light that was on the pixie at the time only traveled 15 feet in the water. So
Okay.
it might be dim.
Okay. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna find I will find a loose rock,
Okay.
pick it up, cast light on
Hang
it,
on.
throw it into the pool.
I need to check my range quick for my light.
Are you talking about for your orb? The glow ball light?
Glow ball.
Just use daylight forehead.
What the...
Daylight underwater!
Okay, yeah. So, strangely
Oh,
enough, I don't have that.
Neither do I.
Isn't it like a 5th level spell or something?
Third, I think. We had it pretty
Yeah.
early in double time.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I can drop an orb on top of the water.
That
I'll
helps.
do it.
Okay. So you drop an orb on top of the water, you just bloop, lands on top of the water, travels out about 15 feet before
We see a whole bunch of
it
alligators.
stops. And then the pebble with light, it's just bright as hell going down there because you've got a pixie with the spell light on it, and then you have a glowing orb with light on it, and then you've got a pebble with another light
Well, no,
going on it.
the pixie had an orb.
Oh, the pixie had an orb. So now you only got the one orb and then the pebble.
Yeah.
Still bright as hell, but until it gets to the water. When it sinks into the water, you can see the light fading and fading and fading until you just barely see a speck at the bottom of it.
Haha, so we can see that with the combination of our lights.
Yes. With the combination of light, you can just barely see it. It looks like it's about 30 feet.
Ryder, would you be a deer and go in the pit?
With your
There you
pixie
go,
being
there's your
right
light.
there, you could also see that there is a passage that leads off over here, under the water.
Oh hey, that's what I was looking for. Perfect.
Alright, well. Gopher!
Well, does anyone
Like,
have
since
water
you're a sailor, you
breathing?
should be-
We are not sending Gopher.
That's how bright it is, Tyler.
Can I have timeout quick?
Yeah.
Max, I'm not trying to be mean, my dude, but when other people are talking and you want to say something, is everyone else just mute or something? Because you've interrupted like 3 people today. I don't know.
It happens. It's Discord. Sometimes it's like when you start talking and then the other thing happens. But regardless,
Okay.
I do get the concern. We will work on it. That's all.
Okay. It's just been. I don't know. Time out.
Time in.
Time
I
in.
mean,
No, time out.
What?
Done.
What do you want, Mason? Get out of here. So what's people doing? There was a conversation of gophers not going in, and then there was a
He
conversation
is
of gopher
not going in the pit. But Ryder, you seem to be able to swim. You're small.
Hey, Ryder.
We could tie
Wait,
a rope to you.
I also
Yeah,
think
I
Gopher's
think
a
he
sailor. Gopher's a
was the thing.
the gopher's a sailor. He
Yeah, the
should know
gopher
how
is
to-
wearing these lovely socks that I made for him. They're gonna get ruined.
And also, like, I don't have there's no boat down there. I mean, I'm just gonna be swimming.
All right. Yeah. I see your reason. I'll go in.
What's your
Oh, okay.
Constitution modifier, Jordan?
What? My Constitution modifier?
Yeah, because that'll determine how long you can stay underwater.
It is just neutral.
Is it a 10 or 11? Because it's actually 6 seconds
10.
times whatever the score is.
Oh, 10.
Okay,
Then
so
10.
it's 60. So you can be down there for a minute.
Okay. Would you mind handing me another one of those shiny rocks? I could use it to make sure I can make my way through all the way.
After a bit, she hands you a shiny rock.
Just like a
Alright.
good 10 minutes of us all just standing there with our hands on our hips, just looking around.
Where's the rock?
To answer Felix's question, I am pretty sure nobody has water breathing. I think that's a
Yeah.
3rd level spell. Is it? I'm just curious.
No, you.
Oh, also, I'll give Ryder one of those glowing crystal too.
It is.
Glowing
Glowing
crystal.
crystal.
Max has gone silent. I feel bad now.
Look what you've done.
Look.
Look
Tearing
what
this family
you've done.
apart.
Anyways. So, Ryder, you're going in.
Yeah. Seems like it.
All right. You dive in.
Should we tie him off first?
Let's see. Actually, just in case, I wanna play this safe too.
What the hell is that? What is this?
The light that Jake dropped, or the rock.
Oh no.
This is what it is. Bigger.
Oh my god. What
Who
is
the
this?
hell? Who did
Okay.
that?
That was
No, it's
Gavin.
yellow.
It's
I was trying to
Gavin.
make a small dot, but
He couldn't make a dot. He just made like a shit ton of lines. It's just smaller.
It's it's a circle.
Why is this
What
bigger
the-
now? Why is that bigger now?
Oh my.
alright,
God.
okay. Here's a small one right here.
That's
Whoa.
not small.
I got this. I got this. This is easy. Hold on.
Jacqueline hefted a boulder.
Let me do this. Hold on. No. Give me a second.
It's another sprite.
You're right, but now it's yellow.
Ew.
And
Nice.
it's tinier.
There's still piss in the water. Okay.
Cleaning it. Don't
Oh,
worry.
pissed in the water.
Wait, wouldn't that go away now since I gave him another light rock?
No, that's Jordan's new rock now.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I'm going in.
Alright.
After all that.
I do a I'm gonna do a beautiful dive.
Do a performance check.
Yeah.
Actually, do a dexterity check.
Damn it.
Are
Acrobatics.
are we gonna drop the rope down just in case for him?
I think the people were already said that they
Shallow.
were tying him off.
Should we we don't know how long this passage is, so do we just tie all of our lengths of rope together, tie it around his waist, and then send him through? Because
Yes.
otherwise we're gonna have to take stones individually and go through ourselves. That is, if we don't suffocate and die.
I say just combine
15.
our ropes together, tie him up, and see how far he goes.
If he gets through, he can tie it off on the other end, and we can use it like a guide to get through.
Yes.
15 feet?
Well, 15 for my.
Well, yeah, for your...
Uh,
It's pretty decent. It's nice. Your nose helps dive you in faster, so you just face straight into it. But no, it's pretty
Alright,
nice.
here we go.
All right,
Here we go.
I'm keeping track of turns now because it's gonna matter.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh. Here
So
we go.
you, with your dive, I'll say you get in an initial 15 feet. So, underwater, you have a swim speed of half of what your movement speed is.
Okay.
So you can travel 15 feet per 6 seconds.
Okay. Oh. Alright. Alright.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna keep heading to that hole that was over here.
Okay. You dive in. You go down deeper. That's one round. You can see a passage off to your right. It's extremely murky in here, so it's difficult to see.
Even with the glowing rock I have.
Yes. That allows you to
Oh.
see 15 feet
Oh.
in front of you.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, let me No spells. Yeah, the other
Okay.
name that could help me any chance. Not really.
Can I do something?
Sure.
I go to the group, and I just go. All I need is one ray of frost, and we're done with it. No more problems. That's it. That's all it would take.
You all really hate him that much, don't you?
He's got
We're
thunderclap,
here
we'll be
because of
fine.
him.
And you.
Nah.
And Gopher. And Zacharias.
Zacchaeus is dead. Doesn't matter.
The only ones that were innocent in that was Rex and fucking Felix. Not even Felix, it was Randall.
We're rid of the first big troublemaker. Time to get rid of the second.
Anyways, so you're just continuing down the path?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going.
Alright, second wave, you travel 15 feet. Third,
Nothing happens. Yep, keep
nothing
going.
happens. 15 feet.
Keep going.
Yep. I'm
Oh
reading.
my god,
Oh.
water.
So that's your third, because 15, 15, 15. 15. You can see it takes a slight veer in front of you.
Okay. Oh, keep going. Oh.
15 feet. That's 5.
I am connected to a rope, yeah? Or
Yeah.
no?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Oh. Alright, keep going then.
With the ring, I know if he's like dying, right?
yeah, you
Yeah,
do.
that is true.
Okay, good.
Yeah. 15
When he starts
feet.
dying, we pull him out.
You can, what's the distance on the telepathic talk, by the way?
It's not very far. It's like 30 feet or something
Is it
like
30
that.
feet? Okay. You can see
I mean, it's
an iron barred grate in front of you.
Not great.
Oh,
It's
can we
right
squeeze through
here.
it?
No.
Alright, I start tugging on the rope.
Yes, we start pulling.
Oh,
Alright.
oh.
I'll say.
Heave.
With everyone there, I'll say you can very narrowly breach the surface of the water with enough air. You guys are pulling and pulling. You suddenly feel at the other end just this briefest of bing, 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 bing. It's like almost SOS, except in Morse code through a fucking rope.
All right, go for it. Time to fish.
Everyone yanks, and with Gopher as the anchor, just pulling faster and faster. Ryder, you breach the surface right before you feel like you're about to run out of air.
Oh. I just sent a message to I'll just send a telepathic message. I had to say there's iron bars on the other side. I couldn't go any further, and I say that to Ira
Ira.
telepathically because I'm too out of breath to talk.
Bless you.
Well, I guess we're not going that way. There's a gate down there. Or a grate.
Damn.
Bars of some sort.
Was there another way to swim? You said.
No, that was the
Go down?
path that it veered left on.
Yeah, okay. Oh.
If only we had a druid who could turn himself into a fish.
Or somebody
the-
that had third level spells to cast polymorph.
Good
Hold on,
ideas.
before.
Good ideas all around.
Polymorph has started, pretty sure.
Is it?
Yeah.
well, I'm
Man, I
also
want
pretty sure
two
Druid
polymorphs
has to
so I
be
can
level
turn a
8
rider into
for
a boot.
fish.
To a boot.
I think it's level
Just a
8
boot.
for bird and level 5 for fish.
Yeah.
Now,
No.
real
It's higher than
question.
that.
The real question is, how many fireballs would have to be dropped on this thing
A
in order
lot.
to evaporate all the water?
A
Why don't we
lot.
just take the water and push it somewhere else?
Yeah.
Let's just take the grate and push it somewhere else.
Do we have a bucket?
Oh.
Start bailing.
Polymorph is the 4th level spell. I
Just
didn't
throw
realize
it into the
before.
void.
I'll be back.
He's gonna go get a bucket.
What? What?
I said you're gonna go get a bucket.
He's gonna go get a bucket.
No,
No,
Comes
there's
back
an
with a-
alarm going off. And I gotta deal with that.
Oh,
No.
he's being murdered as we speak.
here. All you have to do is cast Dimensional Door at the bottom of the pool. Drain the pool.
It's not a
I mean,
dimension door.
yeah,
It's-
I would if I had it.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way.
Well,
It
okay,
doesn't
here's what we
actually
could do.
make a door. You just
We could get Jordan, or we could get Ryder to go down to the pit, just consume as much water and shit as he can.
Yeah.
Dimension door out,
Ew.
throw it up, and then go back down.
Ew.
We can do it with it.
The water's- I tell everyone the water's murky. I ain't drinking that.
Good lord.
I'm out of. I don't have any other ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's got water breathing. I don't got anything.
Dealer.
Yes.
Dealer.
What?
I have a question. Oh, whoa.
Yes.
But a private question. Oh, whoa.
Okay.
Oh.
Hmm.
So this is able to be like telepathic, right?
I'd hope so.
Okay. I would imagine. Riveting talk, by the way.
Aren't you guys talking right now?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Who woo?
me and Mason are.
Yeah.
Who woo?
Just putting crickets.
So what did this puzzle entail besides coin placing? Was there like anything else? What are these
It didn't
skeletons?
even
This coin
entail
had
coin
nothing
placement.
to do with it.
No, the coins had nothing to do with it. You just had to put your hand through to activate it because at the other end of it there was a ring.
Oh.
See, Mason, the problem that we had is that they left Jacqueline to do it, which left me to do it, and that's the way I solve puzzles. I don't give a shit about.
You do it till it works.
Exactly. And no one else who actually does puzzles noticed that she was just doing shit and stopped her, so she just kept going.
So
Well, two of us walked out of the room, and behind our backs, you shoved the coin in there without saying
You were
anything.
like, "We're going to go keep watch," and I'm like, "Okay, I'll stay in here and I'll try to figure this out," and I did. So shush.
Also, it didn't close on the first coin. It closed on the 4th fuck up.
Yes.
so
I knew
Which
it
you
was.
did, yeah. Which you were doing because you were like, something happened. Don't know if this is a good
I may have an idea,
What's our plan?
but
Brain
I have to
blast.
rest. I have to rest today to
Why?
get a 4th level spell back, so I can and then resting so I can rest again. Then while I rest, I can change my spells. You can get polymorph.
That's a 4th level spell. I was wrong.
And-
It is a 4th
Yeah.
level spell. You. Oh, right. You're level
Yeah.
7.
Yeah. So I rest for 2 reasons: get my spell slot back, and so I can switch my spell to polymorph.
I mean, Gopher could get rid of an exhaustion level also.
Yeah.
Go for it.
There's
Like
also.
that, if I go
that
in there by
slime thing
myself-
again, but
I mean, not to play devil's advocate, but you could also use Misty Step underwater.
I
If
don't have
anybody
Misty
had
stuff
that.
on.
I'm just saying, if
Don't-
anybody had
don't
that.
you have to speak though?
You have enough. If you hold your breath, you have enough vocal components to say 1, and then you'd be able to go because you'd let out air to then do it. But by doing so,
Okay.
you're gonna start suffocating faster. I would say that counts as a round of movement, so you would be missing out on 6 seconds. But you wouldn't be able to do it after that because you can't intake air to then speak again.
Well, I could always go down.
Do you got Misty Step?
I do.
I do too.
Only issue is if I go, I'm probably not coming back.
Same here.
Are your Constitution scores the same?
I have a 12.
I mean, you can be down there for 72
I have a 12
seconds.
too.
You have a 72
Or
second timer as well?
I have a 14.
You have
Okay,
a,
we're sending you. Get
yeah,
going.
you have an 84 second timer. You got more time. Who knows? You could have just pried it open. Ryder didn't even try.
Yeah,
It might not have
that's
even
right,
been locked.
'cause I was
Who knows? It could have just been one of those fold down grates.
I never went up to the bars. I'll say just because, well, I was running out of air. And fun fact, I had to speak with
Does
the
it
dead.
Gopher still have the Mariner's armor?
Maybe. Do you, Gopher?
I'm pretty sure I do.
But then
So that one
if he
guy
goes
couldn't do
unconscious, he
forever.
floats back to the surface.
Well, the thing is that the Mariner's armor gives him a swim speed of 30 feet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He
All of us
effectively have twice the speed as everyone else. The problem is he doesn't have, Misty Step.
And he probably has like one of the highest, second highest constitution in our group.
What's your Constitution score? Gopher?
Gopher.
1 second.
I'm gonna imagine a 14.
It's a 15.
All right, he's got the most time. He's got 90 seconds down there.
But don't I have it? I have exhaustion.
That does.
Does
That's
that
not
affect
that
that?
affects your ability checks. Does not affect
Okay,
your.
okay. Okay.
Breathing.
Meant like.
And also a
breathing.
thing too, he doesn't have Misty stuff, unless you're gonna use that or planning on using that.
I mean, we could send him down to try to break the bars if they're breakable. But
Because the
it's
whole isn't the
boss.
whole point of Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Wasn't the whole point of Misty Step just to be able to get to the grate faster? Which he'd be able to do anyway with twice the movement speed underwater and like twice the breathing seconds. Is that what that whole 90-second thing is?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
be
No.
under there for 90 seconds, but
No,
Okay.
Misty Step was supposed to be useful to get past the grate.
Yeah, just like teleport through it.
Which
Oh, okay.
would only be available to us. We couldn't bring anyone with us.
Yeah.
I don't see the Mariner's armor in my thing, so I don't know if I don't think I have it.
what's your armor class right now? What's your AC right now?
Oh, I do have the Mariner's armor.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 15.
Yeah, then that would definitely be because Mariner's armor would put you at
Okay.
a 13 plus your 2 for Dex. So
Yep.
So, Gopher, you should go down there and see if you can break the bars. And if you could, nice. If you can't, then come back up.
by the way, did you pull Ryder fully out of the pit, or is he just still dangling in the water?
He's dangling. He's dangling. He's dangling.
My fairy's just
I'll
floating in
pull-
front
I'll
of his
pull him.
face.
I'll pull him back up.
Oh, thank you, Gopher.
Alright, now give me the rope.
Alright.
Alright, so Gopher ties that around him.
All right.
That was a long time until that question was asked.
Yeah, that was quite a while.
I remember when I said, we should send Gopher down. And you're like, no.
Well, you're expendable.
And his socks are not.
Wait, Gopher!
Take
Before
off
you
your socks.
leave, let me hold on to your socks.
Alright, Gutter takes his socks off and hands them to
Did
Rex.
you say Gutter takes her socks off?
Gutter.
I said Goater.
He did.
I said Goater.
Haven't you been
But he also did say her.
Brother.
Man, Chris, bad bags making your brain go.
Groder jumps in.
Groder jumps in. All right, easy. When you hit the water, you are naturally buoyant. Your the Mariner armor, the shells that are on it in the pattern start to have this faint glow to them, and you are able to just briskly swim through. Did anybody give him light?
I'll give it to
you
him.
took
No.
you took the rock
No.
from Ryder as well.
Fresh thing of light on it, because ultimately, if Ryder made it to the other end, since light lasts a minute, it would have gone out.
Oh.
I'll give him a moat so he has an hour.
Okay, there you go. So now you've got a small globule of light just in your hand as you're swimming.
Okay.
So you hit the water. We'll say you get 15 feet into, because you jump 30 feet, so you get the distance because of your mass. So 15 down, 15 here. So that's 6 seconds. 30 feet,
Alright.
5, 15, 20, 30.
Right here.
Should be right here.
Oh yeah,
That's
30.
2, 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. There's there. And the grate is right there. You can see beyond it, there's some more water. I'm not revealing the whole room because, there's more to it than just that. You can't see that. But there's
sounds
more
like that was
water
an
in
error on
front
their
of you.
part.
There's more water in front of you.
Okay.
But you put your hands to the bars.
Uh-huh.
They're definitely tight still. It's not just a pull open grate.
Damn.
Can you break them? Come on.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to muscle my way through this.
All right, make an athletics check with disadvantage because you're exhausted.
Haha.
You bastard. Oh. All right, hold on.
I mean, in reality though, you've only been down here for 18 seconds, and you made it twice as far as Ryder.
Yeah, I literally twice as far.
I got a 13.
13. You start pulling, and you can feel it giving a little bit. When you pull, you can actually see like these metal rusted shavings starting to fall off of the beams, but it's not enough. You're gonna have to keep going. That's 6 seconds there.
All right, I'm gonna give it one more try.
All right, go again. Disadvantage. Could rage.
Okay,
Just saying, you could rage.
I was
and you
I was
would
gonna
have
say I
normal.
might have advantage.
You wouldn't have advantage. You'd have normal because you would
No.
normally have
normal. Oh.
disadvantage, and then being raged, you would have advantage.
All right, I'll rage.
How we
Okay.
feel is the rope shaking.
I got 13 again.
All right, once again, you're pulling and pulling. You're still
No.
raging. I'd say I'd
Okay.
count this as an attack. Technically speaking, you would be unraged because you didn't get hurt or attack anybody. Fuck that. You're
Yeah.
pulling on beams underwater.
Yeah.
What?
He is grappling the bars. It is an attack.
You right. All right. Anyways.
All right. Oh, hey, a 14 this time.
A little bit more. A little more. You pull, and you can actually see a dent. That you've been down here for 42 seconds now.
Times.
42
Okay.
seconds now.
Um,
You still got like 50.
A lot.
That time.
can I? All right. Can I see if this passage is enough for 2 people? Like, can 2 people fit in this?
Through the gate at the same time? No. But through the passage, yes.
Okay.
Grabbing the gate is one person only. It's not massive.
Okay. All right. I'll try one more time.
All right. Go again at normal.
And oh no!
Yes.
It was a 9.
Oh, I didn't hear.
Oh.
I didn't hear the 9. So you're pulling, and your hand slips off, and you can see that there's this disgusting reddish coloration to your hands because A, you're pulling so hard. B, you're pulling off whatever rustic metal and crap is on this. But when you pull back, you can actually see it's still slightly dented. You could keep going if you want, or you could swim back.
All right, one last try.
You
One last
suck.
try. This is gambling now. This is gambling right here.
I mean, not really. As long as you wait until you've got, until you have been down here for 72 seconds, you can get out. So it's like,
Yeah.
and you still have the rope on you too.
Oh. 18.
18. This time, you're like, And you pull out the middle beam.
Yeah.
It's still not enough for someone like you to fit through, but you're one beam in.
Do it again.
One last time. Well, what's my time looking like?
Well, you've been in here you were in there for 42, 50, or 48, so you've been down here for 54 seconds. You've got three more rounds until
Like
you're
three more, yeah.
Yeah, until you're gonna start needing to go back,
Okay.
or you can keep
All
going.
right, three more.
All right,
Three more. Let's go.
keep going.
Oh, 22.
Oh! You yank out the other one. It was a total combined score above 15, and you just kept rolling shitty, so it wasn't doing a whole lot. I counted 1 with every single time. That's why even your fail sucked. But you just rip it off with its hinges, and you can swim right through.
Nice. All right. Well, I don't even think I need a tug on the rope, but I'll just swim back, right?
Swimming back.
Well, I gotta tell him like I'm through.
All right, yeah.
Oh
I'll
my
swim
god,
back.
he died.
Oh my god! Go for her!
Breaching the surface as you guys are like feeling the length of the rope get lessened, because the entire time of it, the rope's been getting longer as you guys have just been letting it go. So you could see the rope just drag in. Eventually, bursting the water, you see Gopher's head poke up like a gopher. Now you guys can discuss while I let the cat out because he's upset at the door again.
Go for it!
Hey,
You
guys.
succeed.
I got it. I finally got it.
Worried. It took a while.
Yeah.
Go back.
We can get through. Just probably one person at a time.
You check out what's the other side, though.
Yeah, you guys are coming with me. What do you mean?
I'll be honest, I don't think I can swim that far.
I can guarantee you can't swim that far.
Yeah, I think
Thank
most
you.
of us can't make it that far.
I will point out something now before this becomes a problem in a few moments. I can't swim.
Then
Well,
what you saw you.
Wait. So Tyler.
Yes,
This
yes.
is a timeout right here. If I'm carrying somebody with a mariner's armor underwater,
You are at half speed because you're carrying somebody.
well, fucking A.
Is that a tactical timeout?
Yeah. All right, we're good. Time on.
The other hand.
The other hand. The other
Left
side.
is time out, right is time in.
Yeah.
Okay,
There's
so
gotta be a
now,
better way for this.
now the question now upon us of, do we really want to check out what's behind there?
We have nowhere else to really go.
I mean, Gopher didn't even look. He opened it and
Yeah.
left.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
I was
Go
scared.
go back. Go back.
If he wants to, he can.
Alright, I'll go back.
All right, let's
put
just
you on
assume. Let's just assume you go back. We don't need to
Yeah.
move you and count out rounds or whatever, because you'll get there and fucking without even a third of your time running out. You breach the water.
Hey,
'cause
technically sprint.
I'm gonna say no, not underwater.
Damn it.
I use my action to dash.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no on that one. Anyways,
Makes sense.
it does. Technically, you should be able to, but I don't agree with that. All right.
No.
Oh,
So
No.
when you breach the water, let me just throw you over there for my own sanity. Eh,
Woo. Sanity.
Eh.
Woo.
eh.
15% of sanity.
When you breach the water, you can see upwards at another 30 feet is
Yes, you're on.
Yeah, sorry, 30 feet. There is a bridge directly above you and a walkway around it. But that's as far. You can also see at the other end there is another grate.
Do it again.
You know what? I'm gonna go to the other grate.
This one, though being underwater, you're at the surface, so you don't have to realistically worry about it. I'll just say, over time, you just yank them off.
Okay.
Ninkle's is dead now. It's been a while.
Well, okay. So before I go over there, though, can I? Is there any way I can climb up this?
No.
No. Okay. Well, I'll go through it.
Okay. This one we will start keeping track. Although, yeah.
How much feet of rope do we
my
have?
god! It's out. I bet it's out.
That is a good question. If 4 of you had rope, that'd be 200 feet.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
he's traveling a distance through things, so... Like, it's 140 feet straight from there to there, but initially he's also rounding a corner from here, drops down 30 feet. You guys are coming to the end of your rope.
Literally.
Nice. Good. Nice.
So now what? Should we just tug it, tell him to come back?
We can't tell him to come back.
How do we tell him?
Just tug
Oh
on the
my god, you're
rope.
still here? You left.
Well, if you tug it, the wireless.
What are you doing?
Go. Well, see. Well, now that I can see inside of it, it's like another thing.
Yeah.
So, Gopher doesn't think he should go. Well, no way to get up. I'll just go back. I'll just go back.
Okay. Good, you're back. I have a plan.
What is this
Okay.
plan?
Is
So,
metabeam
go-
knowledge
go-
happening?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say I know we all know how far it was.
I mean, we had the rope. We know how far it
Yeah.
was.
So Gopher will have one end of the rope going to the the bridged area. And then we're gonna start then we're gonna tie a rope to whoever wants to go next. They will swim with the help of Gopher pulling from the other end.
I
So
was
that
gonna
way,
say I can pull.
yeah, we can get there faster by swimming or go for pulling. And then once that happens, then Gopher will swim back, connect the rope to someone again, swim back again, and then help pull the next person.
Gopher's got so much work to do. Here's the
Sure,
thing.
though, if you can all swim, you can just swim through the passage.
Yeah, let me just
yeah?
double
He's
check on the
saying-
math here. So we
That
got.
too.
Let me just
The
do
only
some
person-
math with
the only
Gopher's
person-
body here. So
Yeah.
15.
The only one
so
that's
1,
going to be the issue.
2,
Is me.
3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you can breach the water with a minute of duration. So unless you have negative constitution, you're fine. The only one that's the problem here is the one who can't swim.
Yes.
Wow.
So Gopher doesn't have to be traveling, like, he doesn't have to do a workout while exhausted. Because that's the other thing, he
True.
is exhausted.
Yeah.
Ah, he's Gopher.
True, he's go.
Go, Gopher.
Then who's gonna stay here with Ira then?
I mean, I was going to be the last one here by herself eventually.
Or Ira could go first.
Yeah, I was gonna say she could probably go first if we're pulling people, but also you guys
Well,
on
if
the
we're
other side.
pulling
There's we're still gonna be on like in water, so like she's gonna need help like after.
Well, yeah,
even
so
when we get through.
that would be better if she was last. Then we all could help pull her over,
Over
not
what?
just one.
Right, I don't think you quite understand. The room we're going to is still full of water. We can't get out of the water.
hmm There's just more swimming to do.
Is the
See.
water in that room too deep to stand in?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought you could
Okay.
stay on it. Oh,
No.
No.
It's not as much water. It's 15 feet of water. But, you know, unless
Still
you're 15 feet tall, I think
damn.
it's too deep.
Let me check here. Oh no, she's only 5'7".
Even
Let me
in
call-
large,
let
you
me
would still
call-
be too short.
Yeah, then we call Atlas with his enlarged and
Atlas would barely be tall enough if on his like tippy toes.
Alright, so I was going to go first then.
So, Pixie? No, just kidding.
Pixie?
Yeah, the sprite, which is like a few inches tall, is gonna keep Ira afloat.
Enlarge.
I meant
Ooh.
polymorph.
Oh.
Sorry. Not Pixie.
If you would be willing to help me get through here, Gopher, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, we could do that. We'll do you. We'll do you second.
We'll do
I would just
you.
woo.
We'll get you through second. We'll get you through second. So by the time we get you on the other side, somebody else can help support you up swimming. You know.
Have you ever tried
So I-
holding somebody while swimming? It is very difficult.
Yeah, for you maybe.
Like gods.
Yeah. Are you
Got it?
strong? Who's strong here? Oh, right.
I'll be there too. You go third. You have two people carrying you up.
I mean, in
Oh,
reality, everyone can go except for Ira. Everyone has enough
Yeah.
constitution to be able to make
Yeah.
it to the other end without the need
I'm
of
assuming
Gopher.
Then I'm assuming all of us are gonna try to go over there. Right?
Well, do we want to commit to this direction?
We're not committing to anything. We can still come back.
Where else do we have
If
to
we
go
all
anyway?
jump down there, we take the rope with us.
How deep is the hole from the water surface?
From water surface, 30 feet.
Let me double check.
I believe,
Something-
I believe Misty Step is 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we could just like pop out or like grab the edge and pull ourselves out. It's not.
Yes,
I
with
would-
our
I would say that you'd be
lovely
able to.
strength.
I would say you'd be able to teleport directly to the ledge and be able.
And also, doesn't Ryder also have fly too?
I do.
We're
And
fine.
levitate.
We can get out.
Okay.
And levitate. Look at that.
Levitate you while you're trying to swim. No!
I mean, at that point, you just get stuck on the ceiling and just push yourself. If anything, that would make you
Yeah.
faster.
Call like Spider.
Yeah, crawl on. Oh god.
Anyways, so is everyone going? So what's the plan? Is anybody leaving any rope? Is anybody doing anything? Is everyone going at the same time? Is Ira staying back while everyone else goes? What's the plan?
Since we're going to that direction, I'm gonna just go ahead then. I'll meet everybody else there and just wait for someone to give me the rope to help Ira to get across.
Gopher, strap the rope to yourself. I'll meet you on the other side. I'll give you fly. You can fly up to the ledge and start pulling people up to the ledge.
Sprite blinks away, and I jump in. Start
Got it,
swimming.
Gopher?
I mean, we could do that, I guess.
Why? I could just even give you levitate. That
But
part.
everyone's already over there.
Yeah. But then for Ira,
Yeah.
you could at
Yeah,
least bring
yeah,
her onto
yeah.
the ledge.
Alright,
So,
alright, we do
I'm
that.
gonna. Alright. Woo!
Levitate only lifts you up 20 feet, doesn't it?
Alright, do
Does
fly.
it?
Time to look at the book.
That can pull it up real quick.
Yeah, you've got D&D Beyond, so just typing in levitate,
Yeah.
just be like, "Hello."
It's a transmutation, right?
I have no fucking idea.
Yes.
No.
Yes, it is.
I was asking the
Yep,
one who
20
has
feet.
it.
Yep, 20 feet up.
Gopher, do you weigh more than 500 pounds?
No.
Atlas does.
I wish.
Levitate wouldn't work on Atlas.
Damn.
He weighs that much.
He weighs
he
that
weighs
much?
like 600 pounds, I think. Maybe it's 450. It
He
might
is
be
a big
450.
boy.
It might be 450, actually.
What kind of beef
mean-
is this guy?
Half Minotaur, half Elvis.
Oh my
He's
god!
like 7
He's-
feet tall and
He's
entirely
7'2",
muscle.
and he has an 18 in
Jesus.
strength.
Alright, so I'm gonna cast Flying Gopher instead.
I mean, every turn you could raise him up 20 feet.
It's dust loot. I don't have levitate.
Well, it allows you to
Okay.
cast the spell levitate. One creature or object of
Yeah.
your choice that you can see within range rises up vertically up to 20 feet and remains suspended there for the duration. Target can move only by pushing.
Alter its altitude up to 20 feet in either direction.
Oh, I thought it was a maximum of 20 feet.
Oh,
I think at the start it doesn't go above 20 feet.
Oh, I see. But as for an action, you can continuously send it.
Yeah.
Up. Okay.
oh.
So yeah,
okay.
you only need to
Okay.
levitate. You only need to levitate. That.
Yeah.
Thank God.
That's
Alright.
what I assume based on the up to 20 feet. In
You know what I
either
might be
direction.
thinking of? I might be thinking of the wild magic that lets you levitate up 20 feet.
That one is a set amount, and you go straight up.
Yep. that's how
You just
Ryder
sit
became a
there.
fucking kite.
Oh,
no,
God.
it was the
Oh,
kite.
Alright,
That
so
was the kite.
I cast
Also-
levitate on Gopher. He goes up. I'm gonna go up too. So I'm gonna go.
Jack, are you just gonna stay on that side?
Yes, I'm not getting my dress wet. What are you talking about?
Also, my fairy comes back up, and I'm gonna have it do a quick check on the upper floor.
Okay. Other than there being a passage to your right, I didn't reveal it initially because
No one was up here.
nobody was up here.
Yeah.
Boop. That's all you see. And there's nothing further.
Nothing.
I mean, you, from your sight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
No, the cave just
I-
ends here. There was nothing to this room.
Damn.
Take that.
There's no way to latch onto the wall, right?
Not to climb out. No, you'd have to use the rope that Gopher has, basically suspended.
Well, I was more just to hold on to it.
Oh.
So I
no.
don't.
Well, I mean, the rope is over here with them, so.
Yeah, you could just climb the rope with Gopher. Because he's got Ira tied up right now. So just climb.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, whoa.
Yes.
Yikes.
I'll climb
I
up
do.
and I'll sit
Tyler.
by. I'll go by Rex and I'll tell him I'm gonna scout ahead. I'm going blind and deaf again.
When he grabs me, I'm gonna grab the rope and make sure he grabs the rope.
I'm gonna whisper and be like, "You can push him on it right now."
You're gonna make sure that Felix is grabbing the rope?
No, I'm not doing that to him.
I mean, he could just let go. So he still has free control of his movement.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you on the rope, just letting you know we're ready over here.
I turned to Jacqueline. My lady, are you
How far can
concerned
you travel
about
Max?
this?
What?
How far can you travel, Max? With your sprite, it can stay up to 100 feet from you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it can go through walls too for the distance, so it can
Yeah,
go
it's
up to
like
like
all-
here.
This row right now is 85 feet from me.
Okay, so then it can go up to here, pretty much. I can actually just do this myself too. Find out how far. Oh. Oh wow. Oh right, but it doesn't do. I forget the diagonal doesn't fucking count already. It doesn't count the diagonal properly with this thing. So
Yeah.
so from you 5, 15, 20, 30, 35, 45, 50, 60, 65, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. So here is the furthest that it would be able to go. But anyways, you guys can go ahead and talk on the other side.
You seem troubled.
I am assuming properly that Jacqueline is wearing her purple dress from Ethan, right?
Mm-hmm.
all she does is, since she's like sitting kind of in a pouting position in like the in like the corner, she just like straightens out, holds out her dress, and goes, "This is 100% cotton. I'm not getting it wet."
I don't know what cotton is, but I can tell you now that if anything happens to it, I can fix it for you.
It was made by a friend. It's very dear to me.
And if you would change, I don't know what to tell you.
Where did you put that bag of pudding? Oh wait.
Just put it in the bag. Jordan, I appreciate the effect of like being far away. Just put it in the bag of holding.
No, I don't, and I don't have it on me. If you don't remember.
I know.
Okay, okay.
So I appreciate the being far away effect. It's like, oh wait.
Oh.
What are the chances of us being able to come back to this room?
Fairly high, I imagine.
Alright, she stands up.
Oh, you think
Throws the dress off. Actually, no, she takes the dress off, folds it nicely into the corner,
Better.
runs, and jumps in the water and swims.
You have commoner's clothes too.
She didn't want to get the dress wet.
Right, but you have other commoner's clothes.
I know. Yeah. So?
Yeah, it's Atlas. So.
So?
All right.
I don't understand the problem.
Let me see if I can find a fucking symbol. for
Tyler, can I also
clothes.
point something out?
What?
He has living wood armor, so he's still got armor on.
Oh yeah, you are still like fully clothed.
Yeah. I didn't say it as if she would be naked or anything.
That's what it-
I just said she took the dress off. What are you gonna do?
I forgot you had armor on.
Get your mind out of the gutter, Tyler.
Oh, shut up.
Remember, God's gone wild.
I got a tunic. I've got a tunic here I can put.
Oh.
Just let the tiefling be naked.
Just let the...
Wouldn't be the first time.
No, it wouldn't. You are correct. Ira wouldn't know that.
Oh, and she wouldn't care either.
And let me put this as purple. There we go. Magenta-ish.
Not
There.
that
Oh, I see the dress. I'm like, that's a fucking huge shirt.
All right, and you
It's a
dive
nice
in.
folded.
This corner. That's where she was pouting.
All right. I'm in tears.
And yes, I call it pouting because no one was paying attention to her distress.
I saw you go over there. I moved you, and I saw you put it back. I was like, "Oh, that's where he wants to be."
Yeah, I want to be. I want to be there. I want someone to notice. God damn it.
And it was Ira.
Yes.
Anyways, so you go over easily enough. You have enough movement and Constitution, believe it or not, to make it across. You've got a 14, right, in Constitution?
I sure do.
Yeah, you easily make it across. Ira's just got the rope attached at waist.
Do I go on the thing too?
Yeah, because you just follow up the rope that Gophers got. The rope. Anyways, while this is all happening, Felix, looking through your pixie's or your sprite's eyes, you can see that this passage opens up into a larger room because they have dark vision, right? Like they can see out 60 feet.
Let me double check.
Because if not, then it's pitch black over here.
Says nothing about vision.
All right, well then it's pitch black over here.
Yeah, +3 to perception though.
It's quiet.
Good answer.
You are such a fuck, Tyler.
What the fuck?
Well, I already revealed it, so I'm just gonna show it anyways. Whatever, fuck it. You'll see it in a second anyways.
Well, any of blah 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 blah. I still get my special benefits, so I do still see.
Oh, do you get your benefits through it? I thought
Yeah.
you had to use the senses of the creature.
I assumed
Yeah.
it was. I get my. You know, that's a fair point.
Fucking give me a second to look at the sorcerer. Because if it specifies you gain their benefits, then you would technically still have yours. Back to the chain. Oh, that's not
See
where I
through
need
your
it.
familiar eyes and hear what it hears at the start of your next turn, gaining the benefits of any special senses that the familiar has.
So you would gain them. So theoretically, you would still keep yours.
He is technically correct. The best kind of correct.
Technicalities, which is
You
all
mean-
D&D is. And then forgetting those technicalities and not caring about it later. But, you know. Anyways, you can see that it stems out into a larger expanse of a room. Oh, you can actually, like, see the whole thing, because you have, like, 120 feet, right?
I do. I have double the vision of everyone.
Okay, well, I can
We
tell
have
you
the
that
same dark
I
vision.
can't
you and
reveal
I.
the whole room because you can't see the whole room. But there's oh fuck, how do I do those? Can I reveal those?
Well, here's an
see
idea,
that?
Tyler.
A wall.
Can you see
I
this
was
thing?
gonna
A
ask
wall.
someone to lead me closer to the corner.
Look, beside the point. Are you just pulling
I have
Ira
more-
through, by the way? Because this is all happening
Yeah.
in conjunction.
May the black keep me safe. And I jump in.
You just jump in. Alright, now how does anybody else know to go? Start pulling.
I'm assuming the
I
rope
feel
got.
her drown. I can feel she's not happy. I'd be like, I think she needs to be pulled.
All
There
right,
you
we'll
go.
start
You can
pulling.
feel the fear. Pull. You easily make it through. There's fucking 5 of you on the other side. It is not
Three.
hard.
Smash my head off all the beams on the way through.
Yeah.
Three.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you know, you just hit resistance because she's like in next to a wall or something. You just keep pulling. All of a sudden it's just slack. It's like,
Oh no! It's cut through her in
See all
half.
the blood.
just
Oh no.
No, you'd be able to guide it. You'd like initially when he pulled, it would just like yank you down in the corner, and then you get your legs stuck in like a position. You're like and you flip it and push yourself, and then you slide down the passageway until you get to the grate, and you like
No, you-
flatten out so that way you don't just get slammed into the fucking beams, and you pop up
Are you-
out and you're fine.
I hate
do, I do like the image of just Ira going.
Worst that
Let me see if I
happen.
can find the video.
It would have been worse if, like, when we were going, like, the pieces of the girdle was still there. It cut the rope instead. Trying to drag her. They were like, we got you. She became a lot lighter all of a sudden. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's just cut. A fish took our bait.
I'll post that there. That's all I can see in my head.
Oh no.
Let me fix that real quick.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Is that Pumpkinhead?
I forgot that happens if you're wearing that hat.
Nice meme.
Spicy. Doesn't actually
Right.
happen. Ooh, woo.
Aw.
I tried.
Of course you did.
All right.
All right.
I pressed to digitate all of us so we're not filthy. Oh well.
Yeah, because when you come up out of the water too, you're just covered in like gunk, water that's soaked to the brim, and it's just overall not pleasant. You can also see that there's a
Jack, what up?
beam with several ripped out beams once again, another grate that's down there.
Jack, round to your clothes.
And yeah, Jacqueline comes out wearing living armor.
Weren't
I
you
don't see
wearing-
that,
You guys,
Oh yeah, Max, Felix is.
and I don't hear it either. I don't hear anything about it. I just ask someone to guide me over to the far corner above the entranceway.
Do you actually trust one of us not to shove you in?
I don't trust you or Ryder.
Okay. At least he's honest. I like it.
You're just blind and deaf. You can still move and stuff. Like
Yeah.
you still have
Yeah.
control of your body. Yeah, sure. I'll escort you like the old man you are.
All right. So put you in the corner.
Yeah.
All right, you stay
Technically,
there.
it's
Thank you.
closer.
All right, yeah, you'd be able to bring your sprite in as far as you want, really.
You just leave him in a corner.
Safe there.
Try to get any.
That's about as
To a-
far as you can get with
Yeah.
that direction. You can see that there is a... Oh, that fucking thing's gone. Okay, well, I'll see if I can fix that later. Maybe.
Are those pillars or pools?
Those are pillars. There are 4 massive pillars that stem from the top of the room to the bottom. This is a stairwell with a overlook, which is for some reason gone. So I'll have to add that here in a second. That is tiny.
Yeah. You're tiny.
It looks like dinosaur teeth.
I thought it was honestly another skeleton body for a second. It looked like it was holding on
man,
the
I
side.
had this like perfectly sculpted too, and now it's gonna look all fucking janky. Whatever. There, I guess. God damn
I
it.
guess.
Just for the sake of it.
time.
Just for the sake of it. Ugh.
God,
There.
I mean, I guess it's okay. It sucks.
It does suck. It was there, but there's an overlook there.
It does suck.
Because this is a stairwell that goes down into this room by 20 feet. So these stairs take you down 20 steps. The length of this, the height of this room is, the top of the room goes up to about 50 feet to where you are, where the sprite is at the bottom of the floor here. And there's another passage down this way, which you can take your sprite, so.
He's gonna go slightly down it, and do I see where anything
Oh.
connected to the waterway? Ah,
Oh. Ah.
You see
The end
another
of the
pit,
cleanse, oh
as
well.
you have seen before.
Oh.
Although this looks to have been a bigger hole and looks to be almost deeper.
That cleanse.
I'll come out of my blind and deafened form and
I put you
relay that
facing the corner.
information.
So you meta beam that into everyone.
No.
Oh God!
All right. Well,
So
shit.
I had that one ready.
I'll just walk around. If anyone really wants to swim, they can.
I'm good.
I literally can't, so.
Over's like,
That
I'm
was
in.
like,
I guess everybody's gonna go this way. Sorry, go for.
I mean, Gore really wants to swim, he can.
what the?
It's up to you, Gopher. But I don't know if you can get out the hole.
Why am I
Yeah.
sideways?
You're deja vuing it. It's fine.
I'm just at a permanent diagonal.
Don't we already know what's over here? Like, well, no, we don't. I guess. No,
If you want to swim it, you can, but
Nope.
most of us just want to walk. Okay.
Let's walk. Let's walk it.
Jordan,
Yes.
I'm sorry, but I love the image of how perfectly it's like, I'm good, and like your guy just flies over.
Through the wall, just wow.
Literally
That's
took
fine.
off running.
I'm
not
stuck
on the right.
under the ground.
Yeah, that's not on the right layer. Map token. There we go. Anyways.
I'm behind the door.
Oh, well, that doesn't look right.
What just happened to the door? It got bisected.
I put it on the wrong layer, apparently. I thought it would be on the final layer. Alright, whatever.
I'm terrified that there's a black line there.
I see Jacqueline teleport through the door or through the wall.
You see
Into
nothing.
the void.
She finally has her sensor bar that she needed from the start.
But this is what you see when you come into this room. Is a large door, one that stems probably about 20 feet tall for the walls or for the doors themselves. And there's a thick beam across it.
Is that what
Like
the
a
black
locked-
bar
like a
was
locked-
supposed to be?
No, that was there for map circumstances, but it was on the wrong layer. I just had to move it, that's all. You can see that it's basically locked by one of those barricaded stockade doors.
On our side.
On your side, yes.
Okay. Odd.
I don't think we should mess with that.
It's locked for a reason, I assume.
Yeah, exactly my
Yes.
point.
But I'm gonna point out we are here to cleanse it of a curse. If before this was abandoned, the curse happened. And if there was something specifically causing it, I would definitely make sure to lock it in.
Query for the DM.
Mm-hmm.
Are there maddening whispers coming from the door?
Put your ear to it and find out.
Sure.
Can I hear it with my,
I'll give you
Whisper,
advantage on the
my-
perception check.
Alright, I'll do that.
Yeah,
I'll
make a
do
perception check, Ira.
that. And in writer?
In writer, but I'm just saying, because I told you to make it with advantage.
17.
What's my perception?
What
again?
was that?
17. Shaw.
18. Huh. Shaw, dude.
I'm
Yeah.
going to move you to the door like a person does, because you're not going to look at it from over there. Or you're not going to listen to it from over there.
How you know I have? What if I just
Did
have
the
really
door
good ears?
just moves?
It did.
Is it a mimic?
Guys, the door moved.
Oh no!
I tried to click on
Come
writer,
on.
but the fucking
Run.
hitbox of this is like, if I click on writer, I'm clicking on the door. That's how big this fucking hitbox is for this door for some reason.
Why does the door have a hitbox on the token layer, Keeler?
Oh no.
No. All right, all of you are stacked in unsafe position. Anyways, putting your ear up to it, listening in.
Ooh.
You don't hear anything.
Oh.
Neither of you.
You know, I would have preferred to hear something.
I figured you would.
Anything.
Can we go check maybe the stairs first?
Ooh, you came down those stairs.
Oh. Oh, okay, that's all. I thought. Oh, okay. I see.
Did you think we came out underneath the overhang?
Yeah, I thought it was like boop, 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 boop.
No. The overhang is part of it. It's just that it looks fucked up because the work I put into it didn't matter.
Yeah, should have done a better job, forehead.
It looked great, and then I loaded into it today, and it was fucked up.
Right. You guys think we should open it?
Jacqueline's hand is slowly going back up to point at the door.
I just slowly reach out and put your hand back down.
I would like to say, before when Jacqueline was just like standing over here and then Ira came over, you would have been able to see her hand up and just started glowing orange to like fire at it, and then Ryder's like, we shouldn't do that, and she just goes,
Puts her hand down. All right, fine.
A full-on sociopath.
That's what trauma does to a person.
She just wants out of here,
Mushrooms?
man.
Yeah, mushrooms and slimes now.
Mushroom dance.
And now she had to take off her clothes to go swimming.
Plus, she has much more important matters to attend to, like an entire kingdom, perhaps, outside of this tomb. So she wants to get out.
Anyways, just so you know, the stockade that's blocking the front of it is 10 feet off the ground. So you're gonna need some way to lift it.
Jump.
It's also 20 feet wide, so it is extremely heavy.
How big is this door?
This door is what it looks like. The doors themselves stand up 20 feet tall, and this door's lengths themselves are 10 feet wide.
Are we in like
They're just
a keep?
maybe.
Could be. Historically. Or they wanted to keep something behind it.
Yeah, they wanted to keep something in the keep.
You know what I can do?
Keep it secret, keep it safe.
Sprite
Just fight it?
disappears. Sprite appears on the other side of the doors.
If there is one, which there's not, it's just a brick wall. Haha, gotcha.
Fake door.
And you suffocate as well because you're inside the solid.
Keeler unhappy.
No, it's not that. I'm trying to think of how this would play out.
Dangerously. Carefully.
The sprite just immediately disappears because he's like whapped by something.
Takes 99 necrotic damage and instantly dies.
Somehow that damage passed on to his owner.
Okay, no, I've figured out how to play this out. So you desummon you make your familiar disappear. You focus on the other side of the door to then summon it. There is no other side of the door in your head.
Oh.
It's not that it's not there, it's that you can't focus on it. The moment you try to picture it and present and summon your familiar there, it doesn't exist to you.
The joys of wards, oh well.
Fine,
Well.
I picture imaginary hallway. It is there now.
That's not how it works, but the old college try.
The old college try, says Felix at 21.
Mr. DM Daddy, can I make a Arcana check on the door?
Sure, go ahead and make an Arcana check on
Okay, thanks, Dad.
Don't
I
ever
have
call
to
him
do
daddy in
all
that
wooden
voice.
door also.
DM Daddy.
Daddy.
Ew.
Borrow the car.
Hey, DM,
That's a
daddy,
monster
can I
prom
like
voice,
go
right?
into the...
Like, oh my god, like, I got a 15.
When did Amy get here?
Amy.
Like, oh my god, you guys want, like, some bath bombs?
Yeah, give me the bomb one so I can blow up this door.
Like, you want the eucalyptus and weed one, or the actual bomb?
Jacobs looks discomforted.
Oh my god.
I'm thinking about how I could possibly find out where Mason lives to kill him.
Best of luck. Where the hell are you gonna go? You gonna send him an actual bath bomb?
Like, oh my
You
No,
know,
God, you're gonna kill
actual
me?
bomb.
Like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to strangle you.
With a
like, no
15.
hurt feelings.
with a
He's gonna have to
15,
kill Jordan for you in
and
your
you look
place.
at the door. You go up to the wooden portions of it, and when you put your hand up against it, there's this immediate almost push the moment you bring your hand up to it. Placing your hand up to it, though, because it doesn't just repel you like a fucking force field, you can definitely feel the arcane magics are on the opposing end of this door. Or not on the opposing end, it's on this end, but it's non-visible to you. You can just feel arcane presence on this side of the door.
Or you see anything? If you're detect magic.
That's gone for sure by now.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Oh
With all
yeah.
that swimming.
Again for
Oh, yeah, the concentration was easily broken.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just a fucking ritual spell. Just take 10 minutes. Like,
Yeah,
I
would do
mean,
that.
you want me to? I'll do it.
I'll do it
like
too.
why not? Like, you guys, you've got these ritual spells. You might as well use them, right?
Why don't
Like,
you do
my
it then,
DM
Ira?
daddy always tells me to use my spells appropriately, and this seems like a good job, you know?
I take
Mason,
a
what
10-minute
happened
nap
to
to
you, man?
cast Detect Magic.
Like, I worked
Man,
for like
Ira's
8
got
hours
like a
today, and
weird
I'm
split
fucking tired.
personality.
Like I woke up today and I just thought that I was going to be this, so I just did.
Like, I woke up at
It
like
felt like
5:30
it,
this
and
morning.
now it's here.
That's like Rex's
And-
thing where he tried to have a split personality every time he woke
Yeah.
I've
up.
been up for like nearly 14 hours.
Oh my god.
Dude, get some fucking sleep.
I mean, we're only gonna be
Like,
on here for like
D&D
another
though.
15 minutes, so.
Oh, but D&D though.
I mean, I guess we could go for another 2 hours if you guys so chose.
Fuck you.
Maybe not 2 hours, but
I'm
Anyways.
doing-
You're ghostly. We're like, no.
What do you guys want to do?
I said I'm
I'm
taking a
ritual cast.
10-minute nap.
Oh yeah, everyone's
Yeah.
ritual casting detect magic.
Nap. Everyone, yes.
I am as well.
Alright, cool. So 3 people are casting detect magic.
No,
with
I'm not. I
rituals.
don't have it.
Clerics can have it, so.
Actually, no,
will
I do.
ritual
I do
cast-
have it. I'm not gonna cast it though.
Oh. You just normally cast it at the same time? Alright.
I'm gonna take up knitting instead.
Take up knitting.
Oh, Gopher, here's your socks.
Gopher's muted.
Did you also get it wet for swimming?
Yeah.
No, I already cleaned it up. Well,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Was she the one who was worried about it getting wet and she's like, oh, I can just dry it off?
Yeah, so I prefer my stuff not to get soaked.
Thing
Yeah.
is, though, is that they are silk, so the moment you get them wet, you can never get them back to the same stature that they were before, and it's like,
Yeah,
knit
don't
with
you know
silk?
anything? Gosh.
Good lord.
You don't even know fashion.
I also have no idea. I'm only basing it off of what Olivia said with her silk wedding dress, and she didn't want to get it wet at the waterfall for the location.
That's accurate.
I figured as much. That's why I made the
Nice.
joke.
Good for you.
Anyways,
It's
So-
kind of like Splayed.
so taking 10 minutes to cast Detect Magic. I have to look at what this spell type would be.
So before we were figuring out who would go into the water, I was gonna have if everyone was not facing the water, I was just gonna be like, you all turn around. Jacqueline's dress is just on the ground, and there are ripples in the water, and she's nowhere to be found.
Jacqueline, no.
So she's just like, oh, fine. It's just jumped in.
Okay, so dialing into your Detect Magic, looking at this door, you can see a thick coating of a singular type of magic as abjuration.
What's that mean? Abjuration with someone?
Warding magic.
Warding
Yeah.
magic.
Oh. Well, what do you guys think? I'll meta beam it to it.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Double meta
Better
beam.
not.
Double meta beam. Is it really actually that loud for you? Because it's super
It's just
quiet.
annoying.
Okay.
It's just annoying and stupid.
Loud isn't the
That's
right
fine.
word.
Obnoxious.
Yes.
Piercing.
No, it's
Bothersome.
Insert
Shrill.
different synonym for annoying.
Shrill. Interesting. Okay. Anyways.
Really?
You're shrill. Got him. Nice. Thanks for the dab on my behalf.
You're welcome. I got you, pal.
Should we break the seal?
Break the seal.
Turn slap.
well, I mean, if we want to proceed farther, it's either that or we go and hope in this new pool, which we assume we were heading towards in the water anyway. There's another way to go further.
Break the seal. Release my soul.
Just for the clarification as well, the stockade itself does not have the magic on it. It's only specifically the doors. Looks like the stockade was added afterwards.
The worst thing that could be in there is the goddess of dragons. So, we should be fine.
I mean,
Yeah,
Wouldn't
that's only
demons
the
be
worst thing.
equally-
Surprise!
bad.
TMS just in a closet.
Gotcha.
We just open the door as Modius is there.
Hey, what's up? He's got like fucking those shitty sunglasses on.
He's wearing Zacchaeus as a necklace.
Oh, no.
He's got a red fucking red solo cup in his hand.
Might I paint this picture, okay? We get the door open, it's just...
It's just a face. It's just a face of something. You have no idea.
Just one titanic, unfocused eye that looks down at us.
Just open the door.
Oh, hey, the warding magic's gone now. This might be a problem. Anyways, what are you guys doing?
You guys keep
let's
getting
open the door.
distracted. We're opening the door.
Alright, well, how are you gonna open it?
I'm gonna
Do we
use the
wanna
spell
try to
magic on it.
Oh.
On the door?
Yeah.
That doesn't open the door.
No, the
What?
door the door is blocked by a stockade that's 10 feet in the air.
I thought it was stopped by the warding magic. You said.
Both.
No, I mean you don't know
No.
if the warding magic is stopping you from opening it. You just can't open it because, like, obviously you can touch it because Ira put her hand to it and didn't like disintegrate, but the stockade is blocking you from being able to open the door because it's
The
a pull
chances
door.
are, once we
can't get
open the door, it will break the seal on whatever is up ahead of us. Unless the door itself is enchanted, which would mean then that it's either going to blow up if we try to open it, or something bad might happen.
Yeah.
Like the
Just like I
algorithm.
said.
So, like, the two clerics will stand back. Everybody else.
I go for.
All right, Gopher, we got this, right?
Yeah,
I'll stand
position-
behind
One of us give up each pole. my sprite will stay with
Oh, but what are you
you.
doing? You have to open the door.
You can't
Gopher,
reach
yeah, help
it.
me! What are you doing?
Neither of you can reach it. It's 10 feet in the air.
Throw him.
You
Jack,
could
go,
stand on
fireball,
somebody's
or
shoulder, maybe.
firebolt.
No.
If you stood on somebody's shoulder, you might be able to lift it. Might, because it's still heavy.
How weathered is this wood? Could I just, like, punch through it with Eldritch Blast eventually?
Yeah, I mean, eventually, if you wanted to. You just shoot it a bunch. Okay. You're going to aim at the axle of it, so that way it basically breaks off at the end and falls down,
Yeah.
basically. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
I see how it is.
Oh,
now when
then.
it's your idea, it's a good thing.
You could help. Everyone
she's
pelts
pouting
this
again.
with cantrips.
Was that a slam against me?
Basically, people who have cantrips can just pelt this thing with cantrips until it breaks. We'll
Jacqueline
fast
is
forward
pouting
time.
again.
Okay, so you don't, but the two clerics can use Eldritch Blast. So, anyways,
Would you like to burn the door with us? Would that make you feel better?
She doesn't get out of pouting, but she puts her hand up and like, shoots. You see her like lip go.
basically every 6 seconds there's just this waves of energy. There's 4 Eldritch Blasts slamming into it, a fire bolt. Ryder's over there insulting it.
Yeah.
No, it does
The
nothing.
woman.
Damn you!
Damn
I guess
it.
me and Gopher
Yeah,
are
he's
just
so
ready
big.
to open it. Then
pretty much. Gopher's tall enough to where he could actually like hit it with his sword. Just but regardless, it falls off because it was just pelted by a shit ton of magic. And yeah, and so you two go to open the door, which you can easily do.
Disintegrate.
It's hefty, so when you push, you have to put your full body weight into it, and almost Gopher seems to be doing fine, but Rex, you're having issues trying to get yours fully open. But eventually, you do fully open the door that leads to a spiral downwards.
Whoa.
Anything happen?
no
Yeah, you guys are moving. It's
dark
happening.
era of
Oh my!
wind coming.
You just open the door. You hear.
We just see like it's like a tunnel, right?
Yep, it's a tunnel. The ground and mason ends at
Mason?
the foot of
Me?
you. Shut up. The mason stone at the bottom of your feet begins to end, and you can see the carvings in the walls that was also man-made has completely ended as well, going into a more rugged and gravel-like texture as it spirals in front of you.
I guess me and Gopher be in front and just continue forward then.
Yeah, basically it's slanting downwards when you coast to about here, you can see an opening that spirals along the walls. So basically, there's no three-dimensional plane here, but the length of this, these small bits of the walls, there is no wall there. That is the pit that falls down, and you can see directly below you a good far distance, because it spirals in 3 different loops to get down to where you are.
Loop and pull.
Take one of the light crystals and I toss it down there.
You can see down there. It's lit. It's lit.
It's lit.
The entire passage of this is lit, although there are no
It's
lights.
lit. It's lit.
Do we want me to do a quick scout ahead?
Sure. I guess you just hold on to me. We just continue walking, I guess. If that works.
Going straight down, it's 300 feet.
I'm assuming we're just going down slowly too, just
Through the spiral,
Well,
yeah.
Then Sam, that was the first thing I thought of.
Good. Excellent.
Did you send it to Jake?
I mean, I could. I can.
Felix
I will.
is not put down, so I will put Felix down. Oh no, Felix is put down. Who's not down?
Copper text.
Jacqueline's not put down.
Jacqueline.
Giant
once
Jacqueline.
again.
Why is it giant?
So big.
I would put it there.
Anyways. So, when this coasts around and it spirals, the spiral end starts here because it just keeps going along the length of it. So basically, when this goes down here, there would be a wall intersecting this portion. You just can't see it because I can't fucking make a 3-dimensional plane.
Why not?
Because it doesn't exist in a 2-dimensional world. All right. Anyways,
Try harder.
I'm working on it. I got an idea of where I'm gonna put some work. You can see that the width of the walls and the passage is very erratic, and in some circumstances it thins to about 5 feet wide. So you have to actually be very delicately careful and go single file across it. But
Okay.
traveling as a pact.
And I don't see anything ahead of us using my ferry.
Nope, nothing ahead of you. You can actually see the passage around you. If you just look, you just can't see directly below you. But as you coast around, you can still see the spiral in the walls. And nothing seems to be coming. Nothing is there until it eventually coasts and does a quick loop downwards. Almost like it goes down to a point and just slithers down to the right. And you find yourself here. At
Where?
Right up here.
Where?
Oh, right. Pfft, I gotta move you guys. Boop.
Ah. Oh no.
It's the two.
Malin, you know what this reminds me of?
Reminds me of something too. Probably not the same thing as you.
Alright. We'll say it at the same time. You ready?
That doesn't help
On three.
anybody.
Yeah.
Shh.
Well, everyone died walking down the stairs. But me and Rydex. Everyone's gone. Well, Ryder survived.
Gopher's there.
And there's Gopher. Ezra
Shadow's
comes
there.
out of Rex.
I'm
Gopher's one
going
of
with
the
this
four.
guy.
That's a true secret.
Let me hide here.
Oh,
Scoot over.
So I'll do my
I was-
rudimentary.
Oh, it's
Are you on the
Scout.
front?
oh.
But
Why would you like to be in the front?
No, go for shit.
stepping down, following this passage, and then that odd, just quick turn that this did, almost like it's the start of it. You step down, and in the very center, you see a pedestal with large, thick claw marks across the pedestal itself. and a golden crown with 4 red gemstones embedded into the corner points.
Don't see
Let
anything
me-
out of the ordinary with my.
Oh, right, you're moving your
Sprite.
pixie. You can also see that in front of each of these 4... I moved that one by accident. In
Guys,
front
I
of each
feel
of
like
the
we're
4,
hitting
there
a mimic
are
here.
carved-in epitaphs to each of them. And there is writing along the side of the pedestal with the crown that reads... Let me pull it off. Where is it? Okay. Sits on the pedestal saying, "To my true owner, I wish to return."
Oh, right. We got us another puzzle.
Can you look inside the sarcophagus with your sprite?
They're already
Can't open them.
They're already open.
No.
There
right
is
open.
4 bodies. One to the... There is a body to the north that appears to be wearing almost like this inscripted crown, like made out of silver, straight across its head.
Okay. It's human.
Yep, it's a human skeleton. All these are human skeletons. To the right, there is a body, once again, that has on these metal plated armor, like a breastplate.
Can I tell what kind of metal?
It is...
Like iron or bronze?
It looks to be magical in nature. Thick layer of almost mithril.
Mithril, you say?
There is a body to the south, which is completely normal. There's not wearing anything extra. And a body
Alright.
to the east, or not the east, the west, that has fur pelts on.
All right. And I assume the inscriptions are also in common?
They are. If you're going to read the whole thing,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, people are going to want probably some notes.
I do like notes.
All right.
Great notes.
I am currently
You
unable to write.
underestimate me.
Okay. Well, I'll just state this then. The inscriptions are labeled with Sir Humphrey
Harumph.
to the north. Death falls upon those whom are unprepared. The nation prepared for anything, harsh winters, wild snow giants, sieges and wars, was unprepared for a swift death against the tech made by Farbar. Humphrey died as he lived, close to home. And that is to the north.
I'm gonna ask is if anyone is taking notes.
I can also
Oh, I
just,
am.
So,
in reality,
Okay.
you can always just
Thank-
ask again, and I'll read it again. I'm just saying this so that way you can
Yeah.
formulate your own ideas, because obviously the epithets aren't just vanishing.
All right, okay, because I can't find any papers to write.
No, you're fine. I'll just read it again.
I
if
don't
need be.
care.
Fair enough.
so
I already
what is
solved.
the
I
other
already
one
solved one
saying?
puzzle.
Okay, carry on.
The one to the east, which was the one in breastplate. This is Madame Mystique. Magic was a long tradition in the Mystique royal family. Unfortunately, with magic being taught in every nation, they quickly lost their advantage to the south as the water they were soon drowned beneath. That's not grammatically correct, but whatever. Technically, that should be that they vanished to the south as they were soon drowned underneath water.
It sounds more cryptic the other way.
Sure.
Cryptic is the word I will use.
You just reading off of this from a book or your notebook?
Book, yeah.
All right, never mind then.
Keith reading from Tom Riddle's
This
journal.
is all. This is all from a series of unfortunate events. The body to the south is this one. Lord Terviston. Commanding his band of warriors, he survived by outlasting his opponents with sheer numbers. Prepared to die in combat, Terviston launched the final battle to enact the warriors' deaths should he perish. The armies were decimated from the technology, and both sides suffered heavy loss. Terviston received a warrior's death. And the last one's scripture is Lord Kresh. I was there with the crown in my near sights, till those who followed below me stabbed my back. Now I lay with my life forfeit, nothing but madness and time to kill me. My only regret was never obtaining the throne I rightfully deserved. To trust in others was the fault, and the death of myself.
Words to live by, I suppose.
How did Sir Humphrey die?
I'm just that wasn't the end of it. I was just
Oh.
giving a pause because there was a lot to it.
Oh,
Meeting out in
okay.
the center for battle, heading east to our enemy, may be the most invigorating moment before my inevitable death. Anyways, how did Humphrey die? You said.
Yeah.
Do you want me?
Not
Yeah.
the whole, just tell me how he died.
Do you know how he died?
I didn't say on the description.
You just
It
said
says-
he was up.
Humphrey died as he lived close to home.
Okay.
Sir Humphrey.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can you repeat the last description before you told John Sir Humphrey's stuff?
Meeting out in the center for battle, heading east to our enemy, may be the most invigorating moment before my inevitable death. The scripture on the left appears to be significantly longer than the rest of them.
'Tis his tomb. Oh.
Okay, what Sir Humphreys? What is he? Well, what is that tomb wearing? The whatever.
Silver crown.
Okay.
If you want, I can also go into deep descriptions of the bodies again.
Am I missing something?
Oh, it's-
Sure, I guess. Yeah.
The one to the north is wearing like a silverish crown.
Yep.
With wearing metal armor. The one to the east is wearing full breastplate. The one to the south is in robes and under close inspection has broken and cracked fingers.
what color are the robes?
They're like just a pale color, like a dark blackish. And the one to the east is
You
in
mean west?
leathers and furs. Or west, sorry. The one in the west is leathers and furs.
And the breastplate to the east looked to be mithril.
Yes.
Why? This obviously isn't him, I don't believe. But why is he interred in furs and stuff when he was supposed to have gone mad because of his lust for gems and gold and stuff?
So you expect he better are. Yeah,
I
better.
suspect that he would be buried in something better than this.
Unless all these
I mean,
almost all these things they're wearing aren't where they're supposed to be, and we're supposed to figure out where they go by moving what
I
they
think
wear.
we're supposed to figure out where the crown goes.
Just the crown.
I mean, the
Crown
crown.
said, return me to my
Rightful owner.
Yeah, I wish to return to my true owner.
So I assume we need to bring the crown to the correct one.
If this is based off the war, Farbar won. And Lord Crush was the Lord of Farbar?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't necessarily mean that he's the true owner. That just means
Yeah.
that he won the war.
He
He was
became the
bad
inheritor
star.
of the crown, so eventually it was his. But
The way that magic works, that's not always.
just like you inherited the crown from your parents.
Yeah, but it is the rightful point of Ash River. I am the rightful heir. If someone like you, for instance, just for example, were to take over Zakara, you would not be the rightful owner of Zakara. I would still. Just because you beat me in a game of war or whatever doesn't mean you're the rightful owner of anything. That's not how it works.
You are right, I see your point. And I would not trouble myself with such small things as a country. Anyway,
She pulls out her cards. I would know a thing or two about inheritance.
as would I. Anyway, this is not helping.
So, this is a war. We are in Dragonspear, yeah?
No.
Well, you're closest
In
to
their
Dragon's
territory.
Spear. Yeah, you're in their territory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And perhaps, since Farbar won, I don't know where. Let's look at Sir Humphrey, for example. He died as he lived at home. Was this his home? Can we assume this was home and all of these other three were trying to take his home over? Therefore, the crown goes to him.
Can I point out it said close to home? So this doesn't so
That might just mean he was trying to stop Lord Kresh from taking over his home.
yes, but it could also
You don't
mean
fight in your house.
well, it could mean let's say his country shared a border with the country they're fighting in. If the battle was close to the border, he'd be close to home.
I do feel it's a tiny bit simpler than that, but
If we look at Madame Mystique, the title of Madame has lived on to this day through the Madame of Dragonspear. It's entirely possible that she was the true ruler of this land before, and after the war, they reclaimed their titles.
Maybe.
Would Mystique be the family name?
It's entirely possible, I suppose.
And is the ruler of Dragonspear's family name Mystique?
No idea.
But I will point out, I do feel like, because I do have very specific clothing on, especially with our fur-wearing madman, as he is told to be, with a love for gold and gems. It is strange he is in fur. So I do feel like, well, we don't have to change the clothing. I do think it's a part of the puzzle.
You think that perhaps the bodies are in the wrong places?
They may be on purpose.
Madame Mystique was a powerful caster, right? Before she drowned.
According to the description, she was part of. No, she had like advantage with magic before they discovered they had magic.
But yeah, before everybody else got
They
it.
were effectively like
But
the
she-
start of learning magic between the four nations before the war happened.
So then she surely would be in robes, not armor.
Perhaps. And perhaps Lord Kresh is our guy to the north with the silver.
And the man in the south who wanted a warrior's death could either be our mithril armor, or he could be potentially
Actually,
Castle Farbar was
A
to the
rogue
north,
fighter.
wasn't it?
Castle Farbar was to the west.
Okay.
and Tyler,
Mhm.
Lord, it says Lord Kresh on the one to the west, right?
It does.
This one. Okay.
Yeah.
And it says Mr. Warrior guy down here, right? In the south.
The south is
So it goes-
yes, the warriors.
It goes like Hampshire, whatever his name is,
Humphrey.
Humphrey, Mystique, Warrior Man, and
Terabaston.
Kresh.
And Kresh,
Sure.
yes.
And okay. And it is said that they survived off of numbers. That puts me to believe that those with primitive armor, such as the furs we see on our westward companion here, that he would actually be down to the south. Lord Kresh up in the north goes to the west. The west goes to the south. The south might go to the east, and the east might go to the north.
Can I quickly check these skeletons to see if they're all male?
Sure.
A lady's pelvis will be like noticeably bigger. Ooh.
Mhm.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
Especially with your
Yeah, giveaway.
natural notice.
Ooh.
The one to the south is definitely a feminine body. After removing of cloth to inspect the remainder of the body, the one in robes is definitely a feminine figure.
And the
Uh,
rest are male.
And the other ones are male.
Sir Humphrey said that he wasn't ready. He wasn't fully prepared for the technology of Farbar. Right?
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
yeah, that would lead me to believe that he was prepared for something. He was somewhat prepared, meaning armor of some kind.
Let me just read it again. Death falls
Perhaps.
upon those whom are unprepared. The nation prepared for anything, harsh winters, wild snow giants, sieges and wars, but was unprepared for a swift death against the tech
Okay.
made by Farbar.
Yes, so winter and stuff, leather and fur, because they were ready for warfare in the cold.
Hmm.
But it
How
also
far-
did mention frost giants.
Yeah.
Which
Do we know the scope of like how large this conflict was? Was it just like a region, or was it the whole continent?
It was the whole continent.
Okay. Yeah. Then that sounds about right then.
by the way, I would still have detect magic from the walk down, right?
Hmm.
Is there anything magical about the mithril, or is it just mad?
It's just mithril. It's just mithril armor.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
You
no
would say
enchantment
that
to it. It's just
the-
mithril.
Can you say
Is the crown enchanted at all?
It is. It has a thick layer of several magics to it. Basically, it has 2 different magics intertwined that cause it to be undefinable.
Wow.
Cool.
So it does something, but we can't tell what that thing is.
Yes. It seems that the 2 magics that were put into it were able to meld rather than just stay separate. Anyways,
Well,
you were
we have
asking me
some
to.
corpse shifting to do.
Yeah, you were
You
asking
leaked
me
the one
to
about
read
Lord Tavist again?
Lord Turveston.
Yeah, that one.
Commanding his band of warriors, he survived by outlasting his opponents with sheer numbers. Prepared to die in combat, Turveston launched the final battle to enact the warriors' deaths should he perish. The armies were decimated from the technology, and both sides suffered heavy loss. Turveston received a warrior's death.
Since he was in charge of an army, kinda, would he be the one with like a full set of armor then, you think?
If Mystique is the wizard to the
Yes.
east, and our friend, the Humphrey, in his furs to the north, out of him wearing a crown and armor as a battlefield commander,
That'd be Lord Kresh, wouldn't it? For wearing the crown and armor?
Kresh most likely would wear the crown.
Yes.
Yes.
So we will switch the north and the west and the south and the east bodies?
Ryda, let me ask you a question. If you had
Yes.
decent armor, such as I assume Mithril is, why would you need sheer numbers?
Because you can't fight an army by yourself?
He may not have had magic.
Does anyone know what Mithril armor is?
I mean,
If you have
the
defense,
material.
you probably
No.
don't need a ton of numbers. If you can just survive through your armor. Just guessing. I do not know warfare. That was my father.
I mean, it would definitely help, but
Strength in numbers?
yeah, it's
Especially when you're fighting a war.
I'm just going to point out we did it. The orc camp was on the verge of going very poorly for us,
Mm-hmm.
and they had numbers. So
Yeah, and so did these people, and they died. The orcs had numbers and minuscule or minimal armor. I think I remember correctly.
Most of them, yeah.
Yeah, like leather and stuff.
Some
Right?
of them were in like metal breastplates and stuff like that. Like the orc commander was in probably the most heavy suit of armor there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he took out almost 3 of us. So,
Yeah.
case in point, I would want to say, but you know,
Just because there's a number doesn't mean that he was unarmored.
He.
But I do feel like the armor should go to the north because he was prepared.
he said they prepared for anything.
Yes.
Fur doesn't prepare you for anything.
But they lived in the north where it's very, very cold.
And it only
And they were-
prepares you for the cold.
Yeah, they were fighting in the cold, were they not?
So
At this point, Jacqueline shrugs and goes, I don't, and just
I assume the
watches.
battle was here.
Do you want me to read it again or no?
Yeah, read Humphrey's one again.
Death falls upon those whom are unprepared. The nation prepared for anything, harsh winters, wild snow giants, sieges and wars, but was unprepared for a swift death against the tech made by Farbar. Humphrey died as he lived, close to home.
Where did that word swift? Okay. What are you snickering about, Jordan?
Oh, no, don't worry. Swift.
He was laughing at Swift Castle.
Oh, okay.
You just outed all my handles, oh whoa.
No, see the way that it was, and this is part of the reason why I don't really like doing these puzzles and stuff, is because I actually did forget that he said the word swift. So a swift death would mean furs and stuff, because they provide no armor. I thought he was making fun of me.
Dealer,
Oh, no. He was laughing at Swift Castle. What's up?
Dealer. Can I go check the bodies and check everyone's fingers?
The one that had broken and cracked fingers was to the north. Or no, sorry,
South.
The south one.
the south one. Yeah,
That's what the plague said, but which one of the bones actually had broken fingers?
South.
south. That was over
Okay,
the
still
inspection
south.
of the bodies. None of them specified
okay.
on
Oh, okay, yeah.
broken parts.
Yeah.
I guess while we're at it, can you read Madame Mystique's?
Yeah. Magic was a long tradition in the Mystique royal family. Unfortunately, with magic being taught in every nation, they quickly lost their advantage to the south, as the water they were soon drowned under.
We can all agree that Kresh goes to the left, right? The
Yep.
guy with
Yep.
the crown and all that. That
For
that
sure.
guy is there. Okay.
Yeah.
I do think the flood it mentions is the incredible amount of troops that are mentioned in the south.
So you think it's a metaphor and not actual water?
Water.
I do think it might be.
Water.
Water.
Because
Glug glug.
Alright, hear me out here.
Does Iowa say it like that?
No.
Oh.
Let me propose something.
Who are you proposing to?
All of you, I suppose.
Huh. Polygamy's
Not
banned.
sense. Not you. Now, did any of them really win? Is it as easy as picking up the crown and putting it back down?
Potentially, yes. But that also has the
mean, they're all
potential of
dead.
doing nothing. So, I would say if you want to try it, let's try it.
I'd rather weigh our other options first, in case this is a one-time deal.
What if this is all a trick? None of these bodies are the rightful owners.
Yes, but what if we have to take the crown outside the tomb and put it on the head of the person currently in charge?
What if we put you in the tomb, Ryder? Would you be opposed to
What
that?
what if the rightful owner was that body we found in the sarcophagus in the other room?
I had thought of that.
That is. Maybe. But.
Hold on.
The reason why
feel
they
like-
preserve that because loyalty. Especially if they have their own tomb. Because if some of them here was royalty, why would they share a room with other lords from other lands?
You know what? You're right. They were only lords. They weren't actually a ruler.
That other
Yeah,
one
the fight
has
was
its own
over
thing.
becoming the ruler, wasn't it?
But not the rightful ruler.
The fight was to become the ruler. Anyways, Jacqueline.
Might I? What if we have to bring that necklace down here and swap the two?
I also thought about that as well.
The pedestal on the crown is just on a pedestal. There's no like a head figure or anything on it.
A what? Oh yeah, there's no like symbolism to it other than there's a lot of scratch marks up to it.
From which side?
All
Or
over.
is it kind of just all over?
All over.
I do not like those scratch marks either.
It would lead
None
me to
of us
believe that
Well,
they
they
were
moved the crown.
clawing at this, as they all wanted it, but none of them had earned it.
Yes. The dead remains fighting over the crown. What was never rightfully theirs.
Can I try and sense, like, anguish from these dead people?
Yes, look into their eyes and make an insight check.
Hulu. This is my domain, after all. Oh, well. Or they're on the grave. Either way.
Sure, make an insight check.
Ooh, he allows it. Ooh. Daddy DM. Thank you, Dad. 19.
19. Okay. Getting a direct sense of emotion from a corpse is pretty much impossible. However, while I can say that you can actually see a different aspect of anguish from the body to the north. While the other ones are positioned, theirs looks more sprawled. So while the others were put in such a way as deemed to be possibly respectful, the one to the north was, by all regards, defiled, is the best way I could describe it. Meant to...
Why would they do that?
Meant to, show anger or something.
Well, that sounds like our betrayed king.
I mean, it says it on the thing. He was stabbed in the back.
That was to the...
No,
that was on the
that was
west.
west.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if the one to, are you talking about the body to
The
the,
body,
north, or
the
the,
body.
sarcophagus to the north?
The body to the
The
north.
body.
Because if we're assuming that the body is Lord Kresh, he's the one that was stabbed in the back, because it's the west.
Yeah.
That's why it'd be anger.
Yeah, we're saying that confirms our suspicion.
Alright. I also like it how we all assume that the information that Ira got from her insight check, she just tells everyone.
Oh yeah, that's why I didn't say. That's why I didn't say
Of course,
anything. You
I wouldn't just be like, of course.
Well, you were like, well, why would they do that? I thought that was it.
That was
and
just
then,
me following up.
Or it could mean that he was the one with the crown, and they all fought over the crown, which was him.
Lord Crash. So you're assuming that this crown belonged to the kingdom that Lord Crush was a part of instead?
Yeah.
Then why was it put out here instead of on atop his head
Exactly.
with a silver
Being-
one in its place?
Dabbed in the back.
Oh, wasn't also that dead body that we found in the other sarcophagus was a woman?
Correct.
Yeah.
Is it possible then that none of these people were the true leader? That his crown is false? Does that mean then that his crown does not actually belong to him and is therefore void? Did we just take it from him?
Then who we?
It's just a case of whoever dares put it on.
I don't recommend wearing it, but maybe putting it on the pedestal as well.
So you're back to your take it off the pedestal, put it back.
No, we take off his crown and put it on the pedestal. And then we take off
still
both
the
crowns
one.
and put them... Well, I mean, we could take the one off the center pedestal, but we could take the one off his head as well.
This is why I hate puzzles. We have multiple different avenues.
Yes.
Either we could just straight up take the silver crown off of northern man, which we assume with evidence is Lord Crash, and just put it on the pedestal along with the gold one. We could swap the two as well, or we have that other body in that other room to consider as well. There are 4 different possibilities.
I also have
Fuck.
another theory.
Hmm.
We can't be the only ones who have found this tomb, correct?
What makes
Maybe
you
some
say
other.
that?
Well,
What?
one, the guy who was over at the entrance, the one who threw that hatchet at Gopher.
You would remember that they sent people in here beforehand.
And just think about this. Since that one was in anguish, maybe maybe people prior who came here before us put the crown on him, assuming it was for Kresh, then was wrong. And then the skeletons all fought over it, and then eventually went back on the pedestal. Maybe. Again, that's another long shot. But
If
maybe
you
Lord
would-
Kresh is the wrong one, because that's what they assumed it was.
I can tell you.
Dragon
that
Spear.
is impossible.
Dragon Spear is known for its exports of obsidian and silver, correct?
Just to inform you, though, it would be physically impossible for the people that they sent in once this tomb was revealed to have been able to come down here because the passageway had collapsed upon the very first few that were sent in here. And then there were still the bars on the grates to get into the side.
Right.
They weren't able to weld that back together or anything like that.
Okay.
So
Unless they went
physically,
the other way. Unless
it-
they went another way.
I'm just trying to eliminate like severe possibilities, but
Tyler,
you would
I
be
was
the
about
only
to
ones.
say like the same thing, but use the skeletons. Notice there are no skeletons around as we came.
Ah,
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Jake,
I was
Jake.
about to do that.
Okay.
Jake and me are on the same page.
Yeah.
That goes for the door as well because no one took it off. The
Yeah,
thing
the
off
door
the
was
door.
closed.
And it still had
There's
ward
no one
magic on it.
alive to put the abjuration magic back.
Or is Lord Crash still alive?
He's just, what did you say?
Pops up out of the sarcophagus.
What'd
We'd
you
all
say
just
to me?
start blasting him with magic. Just, what did you say? Ah!
Dragon Spear is at the center of the conflict, more or less. Near the center?
No. Dragon Spear was one of the forces that aided in the success of Farbar.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, so this, I guess that changes. This conflict didn't take place immediately near Dragonspear.
No, it did not. There was more land to the east that was more so the central fighting ground, as the groups did not want to. There was a mutual understanding to not destroy the land, basically. So they made a war field in the center between all the nations, and that's where the conflict was held.
And that is close to here? Or is that
That's
somewhere
further.
else
That's
entirely?
further east of the mountain.
Did anyone
So-
remember if there was any inscription on the sarcophagus in the upstairs room?
I investigate the sarcophagus up there, and there was
Yeah.
none.
Nothing.
Right. Or it was all burned off for some reason.
Take that.
I guess I wore poor enough to see it, so.
This crucial piece of the puzzle you fucked up. Take that. Possible. Crucial piece.
It was ice. What did
If
you
the crucial
expect me?
piece was
What?
engraved in ice. That's
It was
real
ice.
rude.
What would you expect a fire mage to do?
Was written on it with like fog to a window inside of a car, just written on it with her finger. Here's the answer to who gets the
Is that all? That's the all ideas we got so far, right?
Yes.
And I might be projecting a little too far out of what this is, but what did the current leader of Dragonspear say to us? Like, who she is?
She did not introduce herself. She was introduced as the madam.
The like Ira was saying, right? The madam. Hmm.
And ultimately, I don't even think that she introduced herself to, or she was introduced to that to you. She was introduced that to Ira, I think.
Hmm. Hmm.
You guys work because Onthar said it, that the Madam of Dragonspear will decide your fate.
Realistically,
Yeah.
calling her the Madam of Dragonspear could mean anything.
Well, we're not getting anywhere. Do we begin to
No.
try things?
I
Brute force, let's go!
vote we should move the bodies around. Cause like Felix or Ryder mentioned they're probably in the wrong spot and maybe putting them in the right place.
That might be a
Might.
place to start.
Yeah, because the
Right.
objective is to put the crown on something. But if we're just moving the bodies around, nothing will happen. I hope.
Because
Yeah.
according to Ira, the self sarcophagus had a female
Pelvis.
Pelvis.
Let's give it tone.
and to the east in the description it says madam on it, but inside there was a male body.
That is realistically the only one we have a
No, I thought
100%
And-
concrete where it goes.
Yeah, and so far the north body that was defiled, according to
The gods.
the gods, I guess.
You stay out of it!
Ira said it.
Ira says it. And the description for the west mentioned about that person with the greedy person. So I'm assuming the body from the north could be that person. So we gotta solve the other two.
It would seem likely that Lord Kresh would clad himself in valuables and riches.
Down in
A
there. In the
silver
armor.
crown. Do the crowns look similar?
Not at all.
His crown and no.
Oh no, they would be semi-similar. There's not red gemstones in the other one. They look to have like these blackened, almost diamonds.
Oh, there we go.
So yeah, in relative shape, yes, they look similar.
Okay.
Obviously not exact.
Yeah.
I still say the one with the leather and the fur will go to the one to the north.
Yeah, that's all I'll say as well. It's basically switching the west with the north and the east with the south. Switch those bodies.
Anyone disagree?
No, but I feel like they're misplaced as part of the puzzle. I'd like to try to understand a little more why you think we have to move them.
No, I don't disagree, but I disagree. Okay.
Well, it might be a trap. You see, if we say, for example, our friend to the north there is the one we think to be the true ruler. If we put the crown on them, it might be then that we actually put the crown on Lord Kresh, in which case we have failed this test.
Yeah, I understand that, but if we believe that's Lord Kresh and we wanted to put it the north, and we think the man in the west is supposed to be the north man.
Subsequently, if
Why
we put
would
it on
putting
the
it-
man on the west, it might also be that the sarcophagus also plays a part to this answer. And if we get that wrong, in conjunction with the body or without, that we also fail.
What's the second half of the west description?
Give me a second.
It was something like he met the battle in the middle.
Meeting
And
out in
then
the
died to the
center
hands
for
by-
meeting out in the center for battle, heading east to our enemy, may be the most invigorating moment before my inevitable death.
Oh, maybe. Since the east was actually east was supposed to be the madam.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. No, that is doing my theory. Never mind. 'Cause I thought it was the guy from the south, because he had the army. He'd be technically the threat. But,
Well, I mean, if it's speaking to like this, the west sarcophagus is speaking like that person lived west of the battlefield, coming to this battlefield where they all fought in the center of their countries would be to the east.
oh, yeah, I see.
I like the. Yeah.
Cogs are moving. Sometimes there's a twitch. Happens.
Do we think it matters on who killed who here?
Potentially
That
could.
That I don't know.
Because usually you have two options possibly to do. It's either one, move the bodies that we think is the right precision. So far, we have evidence for that. Or two, take the crown in the middle and put it on the real head of one of these four that descriptions describe for the other person, I'm guessing.
I would like to ask. Whoop.
We have no proof that we need to move them. We just have proof that the bodies are in the wrong places.
Let me ask a question. Which ones of us again can see the magic?
Ryder and Felix.
And other magic intertwined on either the bodies or the sarcophaguses? Any of them?
Yes. Each of the bodies have evocation magic on them, as well as the heads having abjuration. Or not abjuration. I guess the whole body has evocation. And then the sarcophaguses each have transmutation.
Transportation.
Why would they put magic over something that didn't matter?
Well, as it's a transmutation magic, potentially could just
Be hiding more information.
whatever
from
body's
us?
placed in there could be just changed back into what the body that was originally in there. If you wish to try it, we can.
What, moving the
Nice.
bodies?
Yeah.
We
I
should-
see no problem with it.
We should probably start with less involved things.
You want to try picking up the crown and just putting it back down, like you said?
I can give it a shot.
Oh,
Before that, though,
That's
tangential question for Keeler.
Uh-huh.
That path of purification through the water, does that have any symbolism involved with like cleansing oneself of like sin, like, or is it more of just like finding purity for the afterlife?
It's more so finding purity for the afterlife. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
it's not really much of a difference, but
It is, because one is seen as a task, the other is seen as a
Salvation.
salvation. Like,
For
one must
all-
do this to cleanse themselves of sins, while this is what you will want to do to be cleansed of your sins.
All the magic people, does any of you guys have Mage Hand?
I take it with me.
Felix?
I do not.
Wow. I'm
Ira?
surprised.
All right, I pick up the crown, the golden crown, like just off the little pedestal, and I put it back down.
Nothing
Oh,
happens.
okay, I think that's a no. You don't have.
Nothing happens.
Well, that clears
Okay.
one thing.
Yep.
wait,
Alright.
how long did Ira like have the crown off the pedestal for?
Maybe like a second.
Couple seconds, maybe.
Okay, Jacqueline goes over, picks up the crown, waits for a little bit longer.
Move your
Does anything
character then.
Okay, as you're waiting, you hear the sound of crumbling beneath your feet.
Put it back. Don't do that. Do not lift this crown off that pedestal. Don't do that.
All right, next step.
That's when you realize you were standing on a rock and it was crumbling beneath the weight of your body.
I hate you. I hate you.
Kill him.
Tyler,
Kill
I'm
God.
sorry.
Please,
We will
please,
replace him.
I will.
please
Jake,
stop making this harder for me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Jake, I
No,
can
nothing-
For the love of God,
Nothing
I
happens. Nothing
Okay.
happens with it.
Fuckhead.
I'm sorry.
Next step. Take
I
the
actually
silver
have a
crown.
headache because I'm trying to figure this out, and you're being an asshole.
I know. I'm sorry. I'll stop.
What city do you want to figure it out?
Not that you
Next
don't
step
want
is to take the silver crown. Just take it off.
Okay. Yeah, it comes off easily.
All right, and then put it on the center pedestal.
Okay.
Nice. Now
Wait
we
a
have two
moment.
crowns.
Yep, there's 2 crowns sharing a very small pedestal. You had to almost like balance each of them onto each other.
Okay, what's the purpose of taking the crown off? The silver crown off?
He's not a ruler.
It's
Potential.
more disgraceful. He was disgraced.
He doesn't deserve it.
Is it more a representation of a jewel for a thief?
What?
He was greedy for jewelry and stuff, right?
I see what
By
you're
the
I
way,
think he would have been more prone on just murdering you for your stuff instead of trying to just take it from you.
All right.
I
it's
do
silver
believe-
and obsidian, correct?
Yes.
I might think that that silver crown is more or less just a symbol of his disgrace. Perhaps.
Well, I mean, if Kresh was the ruler of
Farbar.
Farbar, correct?
Mhm.
And they had the aid of Dragonspire.
Yes.
Oh, did Ezra mention the?
Who?
Ezra.
Ira.
I'm starting to feel a little off.
Welcome to the club, my friend.
I don't think I mentioned it to you, Jake. I got the Johnson and Johnson vaccine.
Mm.
Oh. So you're sitting on that right now?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Max, I think you're the only one who told me about that. You didn't tell anybody else.
I had no fucking clue. Sorry.
Jake and Lynn were here. I've been overall fine. I'm starting to get a little bit of a headache though.
Well, we'll be
It could
done here
just
shortly.
be. Yeah, it's not this that's causing it. Problem is, I also get sinus headaches, so I'm not sure what's what.
So,
I have another theory. Okay, so since
A
we were
game
talking
theory?
about how Dragon Spear had silver and obsidian,
Yeah.
that was going to be a crown. Well, okay, well since Humphrey, he said he was close to home. So wouldn't that mean maybe this crown was not for this area, you know? If that makes somewhat sense.
I'm assuming the gold crown is. The fight was over becoming sort of the ruler of the entirety of the area, correct?
Yeah, but then if this area had its main resources, well, main ones being silver and obsidian.
That's Dragonspire.
Yeah.
Dragon Spear.
Dragonspire
Yes.
wasn't the area of the conflict, though.
Oh,
Yes, but if they had silver and obsidian, surely this crown would be made of that then instead of gold.
exactly.
Oh.
But again, that's
But
another
I'm-
theory.
I'm thinking the silver and the gold may represent the aid from Dragonspire.
Spear.
And regardless, it doesn't matter. To clarify, the crown existed before the war. It was not made by the victor. That's what the madam spoke of.
This is a dumb idea. Very dumb, in fact.
Mm.
I put the crown on my head.
Okay, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
The golden one or the silver one?
That is 25.
Okay. Yeah,
22.
important specification. The golden one or the silver one?
The golden one.
Okay, yeah.
Are you feeling okay? Do I sense anything?
No, nothing seems to be doing anything.
Alright, would be wise
Uh,
to take that off immediately.
After about 6 seconds, you start to feel this tinge of pain in the back of your head. And you suffer 12 points of psychic damage.
Yeah, comes off my head.
How did that
The
work
one-
out for you?
Not well.
this might have been assumed already, common knowledge at this point, but do we think that this tomb is a representation of where all of these lords came from? Meaning that we are standing in the middle where the conflict was. Sir Humphrey, may he have lived to the north? What country is north of wherever we think this is?
Dragonspire.
Oh, the conflict
What?
did not happen in Dragonspear, I don't think.
It happened to the east of it.
What countries are to the north?
My phone. I need my map.
Does anyone know geography?
You have a map.
Oh, we do
As
have
a
a
player, I
map.
want to say Neverwinter, but is that even a country or is it just a city?
I think that's a city. I think it's a city and a country at the same time.
City state?
Yeah.
Is it Neverwinter?
Let me look.
Neverwinter to the north. Be what?
lot
You
of
to the south?
This was
Jacqueline? Who
this
was?
took place in a lot of time before this country was enacted. Fuck! I actually just need the straight up Horde of the Dragon Queen book. Where is that? There it is. Because I actually need the map from this. I haven't had to open this book in forever.
But I mean, that would be way to the north. The closer north would be, if we're going by modern day, Waterdeep. But that would also be slightly to the west.
So, the combat that took place, if it was closer to the east, having a map, you would know that it took place in what is now called the Marsh of Chelumber. The Marsh of Chelumber.
That's the east.
That's where the battle between all four nations took place. To the east would have been the Nether Mountains and similar land around there. So, which is essentially on par with Neverwinter, where it is latterly now.
Were we told what nation Lord Kresh was trying to take over?
It wasn't they were trying to take over each other's nation, it was that they were trying to become the ruler of the continent.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Can you clarify if it was a war of succession or was it just like a war because they wanted to rule?
So basically, during the Great Gods War, Primer, the nations and basically the entirety of the world, although was in disarray. Although this continent was where the Great Gods War took place. So as a result, they were ravished by gods, demons, angels alike. And as a result, the founding nation itself didn't exactly have a ruling government in general. There was no foundation for any of the cities. So in order to pick themselves back up, they initially took on peace treaties and trades in order to reestablish this continent to get it back up from the dead. However, as time grew on, into decades later, there was conflict between said trade, and as a result, that was when the decision on, well, who has the final say on what gets distributed and what doesn't. So the four nations then became the four nations, separated into their own respective rights, and fought over who would be the one to make the final say.
So none of them are the true leader then.
Of the continent? No.
I might believe in your frozen body being the right answer now.
Yeah. I've been
I don't
thinking
see
that the
another
whole time.
choice.
Try it. I would say, seeing as there are claw marks on the pedestal,
Should we all go
I
together?
would say potentially something coming to attack us if we start to try to leave with the crown.
Then we do so
Yeah.
swiftly.
Then? Yes.
Well, whatever the answer is, I do not think we'll find it in this tomb. For the crown, at least. Still, I'm slightly curious what would happen if we put the bodies in the correct sarcophaguses, but
I mean, you still could. It
If
wouldn't
you'd
take
like
long.
perhaps the something will change.
All right,
Or-
all right. You convinced me.
Alright, let's
No.
try it.
It was your
Go
plan to
for
begin
it.
with.
And then Max over here.
So
Well, to
shall
be
we
fair,
switch the bodies
he
then?
didn't mention anything, even though we looked over the room
I did
about
I did
there
forget about the
there being magic on them.
I did forget about that, and then
Would have
when it was
changed
brought up-
my
Yeah.
my statements dramatically.
Yeah, when it was, is there magic on the crown and the pedestal? I completely and obliviously forgot to look at everything else.
The worst that could happen is that they either turn back into the people that they are currently in
We die.
their current setting, or we have to face some sort of ordeal. Neither of them are outside of our reach.
I feel like potentially us taking the crown up to the other body potentially nets the same result. Of us having to face an ordeal.
Might I also add that this may not even be the curse, that this is just entirely a waste of our time.
This is the Tomb of the Four. And there's magic here. Decent place to start.
All right.
I assume, if anything, this is. We solve this and other way further.
This is only part one.
Yeah.
Ryder,
Yes.
would you be a good friend to me and give me a gold piece, please?
I don't have. They gave us some, right?
I
20
have
gold in total.
25.
Yeah. I don't have any
He
on
has
me
tw-
because
Felix has 25, and then Gopher has 2.
Felix, may I trouble you for a coin?
Yes and no. I just like to know a little what you're planning.
I would like a coin.
good enough for me.
You get a coin. I'd still at least like an answer.
I shouldn't
Oh,
put
shit.
the crown on my head.
No. It's my gold. You don't get any.
Go for it, give him a gold.
Oh no.
It's mine.
Now,
Mine.
Felix.
Felix has more gold though.
Now, Felix, listen here.
It's mine.
Very
It's
carefully.
mine. It's mine.
Yeah.
I am going to flay you alive. Unless you give me a coin.
The gold is mine.
Felix?
Mine.
Felix?
I
He's going-
didn't quite catch what you wanted the gold for, Ira.
2 Eldred Blasts.
At who?
The people wanting to take my gold.
At Ira and Gopher?
Oh,
Or
wait,
was
is
it-
Gopher trying to take it too?
I mean, Gopher was walking towards you just now.
I was moving
I
a little
thought-
closer to you.
I thought Gopher was seemed to be trying to deflect to protect his own gold.
I mean, he was.
He's trying to go closer to you.
It's mine. You
I guess
can't
that-
have it.
Then yeah, it would be Ira.
I just start shooting wildly at this point.
All right, make an attack with disadvantage.
Why are you attacking Ira? She just wants a gold piece.
I'm assuming everybody's in range, right?
Oh yeah, it's 120 feet.
And now
Nat 1. All right, you fire and you knock the crown off the pedestal.
Is the
Oh,
crown, is the
Oh.
crown
you
okay?
can't have-
No.
you
Oh,
backstabbers.
With reflexes you've never seen in her life.
Oh.
Jacqueline just runs, grabs the crown, places it back.
Mr.
Looks-
President!
Mr. President!
So
All the way
yeah,
back
I
here.
do that. I go over here.
That is so fun.
In between Ira and Felix, I look at Felix, go, why can't she have a gold piece?
Thieves,
Next
backstabbers.
to me, or I
can't
will
do that.
fireball this entire
no.
room.
It's
You
the
can't
curse.
have oh,
Stop.
thieves,
Felix is cursed.
backstabbers.
It's the curse. It's his curse.
My circlet
Precious
starts
curse.
glowing.
I
My
like
palm starts glowing.
I angrily look at Felix, and then I snap my head towards Gopher, run through like the entire spectrum of emotions, and then just like stop.
DM,
Wow.
how bright is this room?
It's bright enough that you could see. It's not like gleaming, but it's basically as if the entirety of the room is lit.
Okay.
Gopher,
Yeah.
Will you so kindly?
how do I put this gently? I would like to ask something of you.
What is it?
I look you in the eye. Ooh,
Uh-huh.
we kill him.
Well, I was supposed to say put him to sleep, well, sure. Is that your kind way of saying things?
I suppose we could knock him out too.
We could
I don't want another kill under my belt.
just knock out.
Go for
Ryder,
first,
why
then.
has it? Why, dare I say, has it come to the fact that you and I are the ones with the most sense here today? What is this world coming to?
I don't know.
Greed
Everyone
is
else
killing
around
all.
us.
Greed is killing all of us right now.
How does my necrotic look to him, by the way?
It looks like it's relatively the same. However, as you're paying more and more attention to it, there is slight tinges that are. How close are you? You can tell that there are slight tinges of the magic on the back of Gopher's head. Of similar magic to what is under Felix.
I saw on Felix.
Yeah. And you can see that
The tomb
only
is
because
changing-
you're looking at the backside of Gopher right now.
The tomb. We're becoming the four.
We must end this quickly.
We have to, or we're all going to kill each other.
Those of you who are still sane, the four of us, pick up one body each, and we will shuffle them around.
What are
Do we
gonna
have a clear vision of where they go?
North to west, south to east. Switch those bodies around.
We concluded to that, right?
Yes.
Because so far that's all we have.
Yeah, that
Sure.
was the consensus.
Those two. Whoop. Those two and those two. Ooh.
Yes.
Yep.
Let's do it quickly. Come on.
Right.
I'll grab the body from the north.
I'll grab the south.
I'll grab the east.
I guess the west, I guess.
Alright, let's go quickly.
Shifting them around. They're extremely light, being decayed with nothing. The one that's the most
Yeah.
heaviest is definitely the one in the full silver armor. The one in the mithril is
Sweet,
also
what happens?
the one in mithril is totally light because mithril is light. But switching the bodies around, putting them into place, nothing seems to happen.
Okay. So crown to the code room. Yes.
Thus we conclude.
Seems to be the
Sure.
next course of action. Grab it.
Ira, you agree?
Yes, I'm coming with. Actually, no, I'm staying here to
Hey,
make sure these two don't kill each other. You three go.
Yes. You can't swim anyways. Alright, you two, let's go. I pick up the crown. And I sprint.
You pick up the crown?
But before I leave, I put my shoulder on Ira and be like, "You will be fine."
I'm not the one you need to worry about.
Come on, Jacqueline, we don't have time.
Right.
As you start going up the passage, you feel pull on the crown.
Come on.
It is gaining more and more weight as you are getting further and further from that room.
Guys,
It gets to the point to where you have to drag it across the ground.
oh.
Right
I
up.
don't think
right
that's
up.
the right option.
Put
Okay,
the crown
maybe-
back. If we cannot bring the right to rule to the one who needs it, we bring the one who needs it to the crown.
Okay. Drag it back down. Put it back on the pedestal. But who can swim with the body, though? Golfo was the only one who was capable of doing it.
Did we notice that was Gopher too far gone already, or was he at least somewhat sane?
I mean, they're sane. They just want their
no,
stuff.
no, Felix isn't.
Yeah,
They just want their stuff. That's all.
you don't get my stuff. Other than that, I'm fine.
So they're both gone. Okay. Go ahead.
Everything goes back to normal if you don't want to take my possessions, but okay.
This. Hey, Teeler. Weird question.
Sure, what's
If I
that?
cast fly,
Mhm.
can I fly underwater?
I mean, your movement speed will be 30, but yeah.
Okay,
You'd have
I'll hold the
you'd have
body.
theoretically a fly speed of 60, so
Yes.
That works.
Okay, let's go.
you'll carry the body?
Yeah, I'm going
Mr.
to. And cast fly when I
Well,
swim the water.
fucking- Mr.
What?
It-
Negative in strength almost?
What?
I think
Negative in
I should
It's
carry
a
the body.
corpse.
Oh, right.
Yeah. They, believe it or not, they're heavier dead than they are alive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
Wait.
A
Well-
fully preserved person is actually heavier being dead.
Preserved right.
Yeah.
Rather than skeletons.
okay. I knew it. This was going to come in handy. Well, once we do it though. So
So you guys are going. So who's the three that are going back?
me, Jacqueline, and Rex.
What are the three that are sitting in this tomb doing?
Just keeping an eye on them so they don't
mean,
kill
As long as
each other.
no one's coming to take my items, I'm fine.
So everyone's in three corners of the room. Got it. Just in a fucking triangle, like in a Mexican standoff, sitting up
No,
against the wall.
no. I'd be beside Gopher. Oh well.
Oh.
I mean, as soon as no one's trying to take my stuff, I'd assume I'd snap back to normal.
Yeah.
Just
Totally
everyone starts
fine.
leaving. Completely
What
like
the-
nothing happened. Where are we going?
Would the
going on?
thought of someone taking your stuff be enough to set you off, though?
You have been in here a while.
Okay. So
Anyway.
anyways, okay. When we get to the body,
I think it's funnier, Tyler, if I just go back to
Drinking?
normal with like no recollection.
No, you get like you have recollection of it. It's just like your actions were forced, though. Anyways, the three that are going back.
This section's been going for 3 hours.
I know it has.
No.
We're so close to a part where I'll be like, we're done. The moment you guys make your way back, make your swimming, get your way back.
The slime is there.
No.
Right.
You find yourself to the cold corpse once again, still wearing the amulet.
Okay.
Well, the brooch,
Rex?
rather.
Rex, if you do the honors.
Is it not frozen over completely again?
No, it's not. It's
Okay.
it takes time for it to fully freeze over because it still has only been like, I'd say 15 minutes with everything that's going on down in the tomb and stuff.
Okay. So, Rex, you're carrying it?
Yeah.
One
Alright.
final quick question.
Yes.
This is I'm talking in my Jacqueline voice, so this is to Ryder and the other guy.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't
Okay.
do that. I thought you were asking. You said it quickly.
No.
Okay.
One final quick question to the two of you. Are we taking the necklace and the body separately, or are we taking them both as a packaged deal?
I'm taking them as the package. Maybe this
Because we
body
don't-
has to stay.
Yeah, we're taking the whole thing.
Whole thing.
Yes.
Then
Oh,
we're on.
I see what you mean. I
Then
see
we're
what
on
you mean.
potentially a quicker time limit, and we're going in
'Cause the-
water.
That's why Rex is going first, and here I'll just cast it now. Enhance ability, and going to give him what strength was it?
Just so you know, before you do this, if you cast it this way, you cannot cast fly.
Yeah, I could because it's DOS loot.
It's still concentration from you,
Oh
though.
shit! No, right.
No.
Thank you. I have my Sprite and Kinky. Ooh, it's the red Kinky.
It's got a little bit of blueberry in it.
Hmm.
Ooh, thank you.
Of lemonade.
You
Okay, never mind then.
darn
I'm
frou
making the
frou
tea and
little.
drink, everybody.
Yes. Yes, alcohol.
Yes. I'm making
You
it
fucking
right.
boozer.
You didn't fucking drink last night, but you drink now?
I had to drive.
Hey, I did too.
Where was my invite?
Yeah.
I did invite you.
Jordan invited you.
Anyways.
I'll just cast fly then once we get to back to the place that back to the water.
So you're just gonna carry the body between the three of you, just like lifting it?
Well,
It's more easier. I just one person carry it. I'll just carry it.
yeah.
Make an athletics check. Suppose this music would fit if I played this for you guys.
I got
just realized
19.
I didn't change your music. Nice. All right, let me just do this real quick.
Tyler getting his alcohol reminds me that I might actually get my whiskey glasses today.
Wait, what?
Ooh.
Yeah, I ordered some 11-ounce whiskey glasses. Achievement Hunter, of course.
I thought you were saying you were getting the whiskey like drunk glasses.
No,
I
no,
was like, why the fuck would you want those?
I
Why
don't
not?
need it. Trust me.
What is that? What brand is that?
Jameson.
Nice.
Anyways,
It's that castmate I was telling you about.
you got
hell
a
yeah.
19.
Good stuff.
19's enough to definitely carry. She is immensely heavy. The moment you kind of lift her up, not only is she heavy, but she is freezing cold to the touch. And when you put her like basically, you have to lug her over your shoulders because she is a average sized woman. She has she's about 5'8", so she is she is a little bit taller than the average height, I suppose, of a human. I have no idea what the actual average height is of people, but going to the well, I'll call it, is definitely encumbersome and makes you move at half speed.
And then I cast fly.
So he's moving at effectively.
I was
15?
about to ask, but if I go to my wind stance, does that help me at all or no?
You know what? Yes, because what I'm going to do is when you go into wind stance, you can feel the weight sort of lift, but it's not because you're not holding this person, but it's because you yourself feel lighter in your wind stance. And the magic that casts onto you with fly makes you normal, and it actually makes the spell work, because under normal circumstances, carrying another person with flight would not allow fly to take effect.
All right.
You would be weighed down, like we have tried this before several times. So
Yeah,
somebody
yeah,
with
I
fly
remember.
just carrying somebody. It doesn't work that way. However, I'll allow it because you're using wind stance to get there effectively.
I'm going to
Right.
use wind stance.
Yes. So you will have 12 seconds to move at 60 feet underwater. That gets you there.
Okay.
I would like to point out this is what it kind of actually looks like when we're all trying to be smart.
When you
And
come
then
to
we
like
swim there.
mutual
We swim there
agreements.
normally.
Yeah, you guys swim back normally. How do you guys get out?
Yeah.
The water.
Yeah.
I mean,
Does
There was
fly?
rope
Yeah, you
before.
still
Yeah,
Rex,
you still
you
have
still have
flight.
rope.
You had rope that led down into the well before. That's how everyone was like. Well, no, you didn't.
I'm assuming we have
Did we
rope.
not leave that?
Yeah.
Well, that was tied to Ira, who was then dragged through.
and might I
Fair
remind,
point.
the only thing that matters is that the body gets to the tomb, not us two nincompoops.
Theoretically
We're going
speaking,
way.
though, you wouldn't have been able to get out of the well. I'll just say that you guys left rope. That's fine to get out of the well, but to get
Rex has
out
his own
of
rope.
your place.
Rex had his rope back, and then I cast fly him to get out, and then we just climb while he was up there.
The best thing is we specifically didn't leave rope at the well because we
Yeah.
had our plan of Misty Step.
Yeah,
They would have been
Regardless-
smart enough to leave some though on their way back.
yeah.
That's how I'm
Because-
assuming.
Because we have to go back anyways, and some of us to get out, we need it.
Yeah.
I slightly take my earlier. No, never mind.
The plan was for Misty
Wow.
Step. Both Misty Step users are preoccupied.
I'll say, for the sake of this plan and already going through too many steps, you guys would have come to the realization, right, we still need to leave. So you would have left at least 30 feet of rope there. And then on the other side, when you untied to Ira, you left a bit of rope there.
Yes.
We'll
there.
just say, overall, there was 60 feet of rope lost. We'll just do that. Problem solved.
Yes.
Anyways, you guys
Clear.
easily, Rex is going significantly faster than the rest of you.
He
Well,
can fly
he's
down the
actually,
pole too.
yeah, he's going, yeah, he can go straight over. So Rex would make it down there before the rest of you, with only you guys getting down there maybe 30 seconds later.
Alright, we bought. Is it down there? Okay.
Where you want the body?
Oh, actually,
Next to the crown.
Rex would get down there probably 2.5 minutes before you guys, because he doesn't have to go around the spiral. He just goes down.
Yeah, he
He just goes
yeah.
straight down.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
guys still are on the spiral.
Yeah.
We'll say you're on the second layer, so you still have another lap to go before you can get down there.
Alright, I'm gonna be like somewhere in the middle here.
Okay.
Alright. Got the body.
Alright. Is it time?
It's cold as hell.
Okay. You putting the crown on?
Are you waiting until they get down there, or are you doing it while they're still climbing?
Hello?
Calvin?
Hello? Are
Hello?
you putting the crown on immediately, or are you waiting until Jacqueline and Ryder get down there?
What's the other quickly, what's the other they doing?
They are up against walls. No, they're, you can see that Felix is apparently in a corner, and the other two are just, staring at him. Lustfully. Gold
Ho, ho,
coin
ho.
lustfully.
Doesn't matter what we're doing.
So, what are you doing, Calvin?
Putting the crown on the body. No, put the body next to the castle. Put the crown on the body.
Okay. You slap on the crown. When you do, there's this immediate sort of like swirl to when you put the crown on. Unlike, you haven't really held the crown, so you're not sure what it initially felt like. But when you put the crown on the corpse, the swirl is actually from the brooch as it spins. The blue ring around it begins to spin, and the crown almost fuses with the corpse's head. In that brief time that you've been carrying her, and you put the crown on, she's standing upright.
What's happening? Oh my god.
Yeah, you guys are still like on your way down, but you can from your height you can actually see down there. You're about, let's say, 100 feet. So jumping would still, kill you. But
I guess I'll step back
she's...
and
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
she's just stand up, right? And shoot what?
Her eyes go from this pale color as they've been closed, the eyelids being pale, to open. When they open, there's this cold energy pouring out the sides of her eye sockets as there's just this bluish color flowing out. You can see the bluish color swirl around her arms and legs. And with a hand out, Kresh's gravestone, or sarcophagus with his body, explodes. Gopher, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Wait, you telling me all the sarcophagus exploded?
Nope,
Piece of shit.
only Kresh's.
Oh, crushes.
Yep. Only this one.
It's a good thing we put the right body there, huh?
I'll also need. I'll
feet
also
away from the
need.
explosion.
I'll also need Ira to make a dexterity saving
My
No.
corner protects me.
throw. The ones that were around the corner were safe, and Rex is too far from it. Yeah, no.
Jackson retreating up the stairs.
Well, Jacqueline was still coming down. Jacqueline and Ryder are still down. We'll say you guys are like over here on your way down.
I got a 16.
16.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh, at least one of us will get through this. Oh well, not one.
Okay.
Oh no.
That's a lot of dice.
Yeah, that's
four.
a lot.
It's 4.
Don't lie.
Ah, don't
Well,
pay
did you-
attention to it.
It's
They're only
4d20s,
D12s.
Lynn.
Only
Gopher, you
D20s.
suffer 9 points of force damage. Ira, you suffer
18.
19. Sorry. Oh no, it rounds up. So Gopher, you take 10, and oh no,
Why
it
does
rounds
it
down.
round
It
up?
rounds down. It rounds
But
down.
why does it round up?
No, it rounds
Okay.
down.
Always rounds down.
Yeah, we've decided to always round down so that way there's no confusion. So Gopher, you do take 9, and then Ira, you take 19.
19.
Oh,
As-
my god.
With an extreme eruption of cold light just emanating from the sarcophagus, there's a passage directly behind it that glistens from the light.
That didn't sound good, Jacqueline. We should hurry.
I'm imagining that's how Ryder actually said. He's like, that didn't.
Like you guys could have seen it.
Little state of panic.
Oh my dear lord!
We're taking it all.
I don't know what this is.
Can we see that? We can't see that though, right?
That was a scribble for the colors.
Oh!
The fur.
Can we
To
see
remember
this?
was
I
what?
put a mark
Yeah.
above H1 when you first talked about them.
Let me see. Can I move? No, I guess I can't get rid of this wall. The wall. I just
The
happened to-
floor.
You can move
The
the floor.
Mm.
Oh, the money.
The
Someone
floor
make
the
it
void
myself.
here.
This is fine. This is fine. No, it's not. I'm fixing this. Okay, good. There's no wall there.
But there is a.
Shut
So we
it.
gotta break it.
No.
Shh.
Anyways, can I do this?
He
Oh,
moves himself over.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. Slid it over. Problem solved.
Oh my
Anyways,
God.
Okay,
That was
so
upsetting.
what's happening?
the moment that happens, you can see sitting Felix. Well, I guess not Felix. From the positioning, Jacqueline, you can see something that you are familiar with. Sitting in the center of this room is not only a mound of gold coins and scatterings of value, goblets, and just absurd amount of wealth. You see a shining golden crown with 4 spires on each end, one with a different colored gemstone of red, green, blue, and orange. But in the center, hovering between the 4 nodes, is a large, pulsating blue crystal that you have seen only once in the workshop that Quinn used that negated the magic inside that room. And that's where we're going to take a break. Well, I guess that's what we're going to call it.
Yeah, I was gonna say break.
Now, break time. We got this. Only 3 more
I am
hours.
not doing D&D till 11 or
But Jake,
midnight.
But Jake, we did that before.
Yeah, it's true. We did do it before.
Well, actually, Gopher, you wouldn't know. The very second time we ever did D&D, we played for 12 hours.
My God.
The light makes you look ghastly.
Let's do it again.
But yeah, so you guys did the alternate route for the answer of that.
The alternate.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we got the
answer.
alternate
Don't care.
ending.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, the better
The
one.
alternate ending.
We'll
Right.
yeah, we'll see you again on another Misroll adventure. Thank you, everyone. Oh, let me see who I can raid. Let me see who I can raid quick. No, don't chow yet. I gotta raid somebody. Let me see.
Oh.
This guy.
Raid him.
Wow, get us a back queue.
Dragons in the Diner Room is playing Bioshock. Start
So-
the raid on them because they're playing Bioshock.
Right.
All right,
Now
now chow. Bye.
We did
Bye.
Bye. To me.
Okay.
So
Are we
Max,
good?